Hello and welcome to another Friday night here at Whiskey Wars. Welcome, everybody. Good to see everyone. We got a couple in chat already. Fantastic. Good to see everybody. I got myself in chat there twice as well. So, yeah, you can talk to me twice if you want. The link is already posted right there for those that would like to join in. There you go. So we got a lot to talk about tonight, especially for Patreons. Patreons, hopefully you saw the message there on Patreon for the options for our next Meta Live. Heck yes. So a few different band battle options there to choose from. But more importantly, Patreons, and I'll say this again later in the night, Patreons, if you want to be included in this month's sample giveaway, then you have to vote and comment on that post. It's very important. Mainly because I want your guys' participation because, Mash and Metal and the music shows, it's really just more content for you Patreon folks out there. So you guys get to choose what the lives will be about. So I want your guys' participation. And so your votes and your comments matter. Yeah. So please go vote on Patreon as to what bands we'll be covering in the Battle of the Bands on our next live. And, if there's a band battle that that I didn't throw up there, feel free to drop that in the comments. Anyway, so what the sample giveaway will be for this month is the top 6 whiskeys of the year for myself. So my 6 favorite whiskeys of the year. You guys are going to get 1 ounce of the top 6 whiskeys of the year, which that video will be out soon. It'll be out next Sunday. So this Sunday will be top bourbons. Then Wednesday will be top picks of the year. And then the following Sunday will be the top whiskeys of the year video. So I'll combine bourbons, picks, ryes, everything else that I got this year, everything combined. So yeah. That will be out 2 Sundays from now. But this Sunday will be top bourbons of the year, which is another great video. And, some of those will probably be included in those samples there. So you'll kind of have an idea of what you're getting. But yeah, 6 1-ounce samples of the best stuff I tasted this year. That's what the sample giveaway will be this month. And that will be, not this Friday because it won't be revealed yet. The following Friday is when we'll do the Patreon sample giveaway. So 2 Fridays from now is when that will happen. So hopefully you guys, your Patreons, looking forward to that. And also, if you're not a Patreon, then it's not too late. You can still sign up and get entered into that sample giveaway. My throat is dry, so I need to get something poured so I can properly cheers you guys and also properly speak. Getting a little dry here. So as I said in the description, going through samples tonight from Patreons, and this is Barrel's the New Year edition from Charles. This is last year's New Year. Yeah. Also seemed appropriate since, New Year wasn't that long ago. So Charles, if you're seeing this, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. Cheers to you wherever you are out there. Hopefully doing awesome stuff. Yeah, so cheers to Charles. Here, let me bring up chat here. Let's see. I was hoping I could do this in full screen. Guess not, though. That's okay. All right. So, let's get to cheers and people and get going through chat. John Cran's first one in tonight. Cheers, buddy. Good to see you. Cheers to you. Let me get a sip of this Barrel New Year bourbon here. Man, that is a nice nose. That is tasty. Let me tell you. Also, trying to narrow down my sample of the year. That will be a video I'll put up probably just for Patreons only, since a lot of my samples came from Patreons this year. So, yeah, sample of the year video will probably be coming in the near future as well. Dan B, cheers to you as well. Chris, what's up, buddy? Greeting, Rat Pack Leader. What's up? Good to see you, man. Cheers, you beautiful bastard. Thank you, Shits. Cheers to you, buddy. Hey, sorry I missed the hangout last night. I did not see it till like 12:30, a.m. at that point. I was editing stuff, and which you guys will see what I was editing tomorrow first bit of content other than a live on Mash and Metal will be out tomorrow. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. Sure, Kitty, meow, roar. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Cheers to you. Let's see here. Good day, Chris. Yes, good day. Cheers to Chris. Cheers to John. Cheers to Shits. Katie Turk. Cheers to you as well. Let me get another sip of this stuff. This is good stuff here. And of course, Katie, another Patreon there that I also have samples from that will probably be in the running for my sample of the year. And thank you for those, Katie. And thank you to Chris as well. Got some samples from Chris that might be in the mix as well. Lots of good samples. Doug H., cheers to you. Let's see here. Who else we got in the house tonight? Peter White, Buffer City. Buffer? That's no good. Are we buffering? We don't want that. OJ for hire. What's up, buddy? Cheers to you. Gonna get another sip of this here. Meow once again. Oh, so you guys are multi-streaming. Good for you guys. David, cheers to you. How are you? You know, David, I was sipping on your Infinity Blend earlier this week. That's good stuff, man. I know. You're probably wondering how. You're probably surprised I still even have that. I have, the reason we're doing samples tonight, let me see if I can get this up here. Oh, Jesus. Oh, this is dangerous. This is a bad idea. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this is one box of samples. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's just one of them. Dang it, now I got to get this back down. I have to move the table here just a little bit. So that's one box of samples. And then there's another one down there. And then there's probably 40 right there on the shelf. Yeah, I don't know how many samples I have. It's a lot. There's a lot of samples. Thanks to you guys. Man, my nose is doing something. Jacob, what is up, man? Cheers to you, buddy. Another guy that I got a bunch of awesome samples from. In fact, Jacob, I believe, excuse me, I believe this is from you, correct? That is the Iron Root Harbinger. The camera is not really being a very good camera there. That looks like one of your labels. If it is, in fact, I'm trying that from you tonight. And then, is this also yours? I believe this is also yours. So I think I got two from you. That's the Willett Family Estate 9-year single barrel bourbon. 137.2 proof. Looking forward to that guy. That'll be the last one of the night. That's the highest proof thing I got. I believe both of those are from you. So looking forward to that. Will was just asking that, Sean. What was she just asking? About samples, about if I enjoyed them and where. Yeah, so yeah, like I said, Patrons, you guys will get to see all that because I mean most of my samples came from you guys. So yeah, that'll be a Patreon only thing. The sample of the year. I got a lot to get through. I mean, there's no way I can get through all my samples in the next week or two, but I got some ideas as to what the hitters are going to be. So yeah. Friday at Fred, cheers to you. Good to see you guys. Hope you guys are having a killer time down there in Louisiana. I'm sure you are, as always, probably drinking some awesome stuff and, smoking some cigars and just having a great old time. The other man in black, cheers, Sean. What's up, AZ? Good to see you, man. Cheers, buddy. Yeah, I like the reference too. Good old Johnny. Okay, now. What? Let's see here. Chris Tat's Friday Fred's is doing great tonight. Awesome. 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound box. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that box is heavy. Those are all full samples. There's a couple liters of whiskey there. I see you got a sample bottle organized for Chris. Yeah, that's exactly what I got. Yeah, it's courtesy. I think that the box actually was a sample box, a giant sample box. I think that was from the Fancies. They sent me way too much stuff, and then I just used it going forward as my sample organizer. Yeah. Let's see. Friday at Fred's Meow. Yes. You guys chatting amongst yourselves. David B, 1228. How we doing, buddy? Cheers to you. Good to see you as always. Tell everyone there that Lil and I say hi. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, cheers from Australia there from Chris and Lil. And Mr. Great Shot, another guy that I got a sample to get through tonight. I'm going to get into the Balcones Specs pick, the Rumble Cask Reserve, 59.7 ABV. Looking forward to that. Yeah, so I got two from Jacob on the table, I believe. Then I got one from 21090. That is the Rare Character Rye Ambarano barrel finish. That thing will probably be a hitter. Just going to be a cinnamon bomb. Drinking the Barrel Bourbon Company's New Year right now. Yeah, I got some great stuff here. I'm just drinking a little bit of Barrel's New Year bourbon right now, and it's pretty good stuff, Eric. Yeah, got to say, enjoying this quite a bit. There we go. What is up, Adam? How we doing, man? Good to see you.
Okay.
There you go.
You got me?
Yeah, man. Sounding good, looking good. How we doing, man?
Doing good, brother. How you doing?
Another Friday night drinking whiskey. I can't complain.
Yeah, I'm here, dude. I need it. I'm ready.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are we getting into, man?
Long day, dude. Saw Doug H in the chat. I'm gonna pour that Friday at Fred's story time.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that story time pick. Nice, man.
It's my signature bottle from the meetup they had, but it's getting
sweet.
Halfway down.
And we got the Turks in the house, and we got Eric. Look at all these great people coming in. How we doing, Turks? How we doing, Eric?
What's up?
Hey.
Living the dream, y'all. Living the dream.
I mean, you guys really are living the dream. Traveling the country, picking up awesome whiskey. And Eric, what do you got going on tonight, man?
I'm drinking right now. I'm drinking Chattanooga whiskey, bottled and bond, spring 2018.
Oh,
You
nice.
really like those
Great bottle.
Chattanoogas, huh, Eric?
Huh?
You really like those Chattanoogas.
I like Chattanoogas, and I got this today, and I'm not sure what I think of it yet. It's kind of good.
The port.
Hey, we got John in the house. Awesome.
It's the Isaac Bowman port barrel.
Port
It's
barrel.
not sweet like a normal port. You know how most port barrels finish their sweet? That's not sweet. I
Yeah.
actually think it's real savory. It's almost like got a y'all keep your filthy ass minds in check. It almost has a smoked meat flavor.
I bet.
Stop it.
Digging. All right.
Like a sausage thing?
You would know, Eric. No, just
Yeah, I'm guessing smoked sausage. Yeah, I think you nailed it. Yeah. Cheers, Mark Yemenecker. Good to see you, buddy. So, Turks, what are you guys sipping on there?
Blue Note. So it's a pick from a local store. Las Notas is the kind of the name of the pick. It's French oak finished Blue Note.
Oh, it's
An
an
Argentinian
Argentinian
wine.
butterfly whiskey.
Oh,
I'm
very
just kidding.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
not Blue Run.
Oh, not Blue Run. Okay. Blue
Blue
Note.
Note. Yeah.
Okay. Then I was completely wrong. Never mind.
Easy saying, Adam looks good with no hair. Wish I could pull it off. And John, what are you sipping on tonight, man?
thanks, Hank.
Just starting out easy.
There you go. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Some Four Roses small batch. Eric has edibles going. I mean, I don't
I don't know. I have not touched any THC product as of yet because I'd like to stay awake for a while. And
There you go. We appreciate that, Eric.
whenever I start hitting on this stuff, I just know that it's bedtime.
It's over.
At some
Ben,
point.
look at this crew. Yeah, we got a good looking crew tonight. How you doing, Ben? Good to see you, buddy.
Hey, man.
And there is the link to Livewire Whiskey there. And if somebody could also drop Drifting Drams. And
Yeah.
Eric has a channel now as well. Eric's got the late night Wednesdays, right, Eric?
Yeah, I did that this Wednesday. It's
On
Eric-
occasion, not
Eric
set
did the
time,
day.
not set days,
Yeah.
right?
I wanted to come on last night. I got a message from one of my friends said they were on just kind of casual, but I was helping somebody who had some legal problems that doesn't actually I was helping somebody with some legal problems. So,
Gotcha. And cheers, Bourbon Baller Lee. What's up, Baller? How we doing, man?
I'm still in the
Eric-
safe.
Eric's still
My
in the
house is always a safe house. This house is safe.
Cheers, Katie. Living the dream. That's right. I can chase her as far as the car, then I'm screwed, mate, as the car can drive and I can't. Oh, yeah, Chris, how is the knee doing, man? Are we recovering still? I know things were getting better.
Rehabbing.
Yeah. I might go early. No one seems to know if Matt is going or not. Okay.
You could always come hang with us too, Ben.
Yeah, you could do that, Ben. You know, because I
Okay.
always hang on your show, but I don't. Let's see. You've been on a couple of times, I guess. I can't say you've never been on.
Real
Come on,
quick,
buddy.
real quick, just zero in on me so I can show you this room. This is
Okay.
the room I'm in now. It's a huge room. You see it?
It's a huge room.
It's gigantic. There's JFK on the wall.
Yeah.
There's
I like the
stairs.
beams. I like the beams on the ceiling. That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. See, this is a gigantic room. It's not a safe house. It's the big part of it's the biggest room in the house, and I like being in here. So, but
Got
this is
any leather bound books in there?
not here.
It's a good looking room, Eric.
Yeah.
So I'm not in a safe house. I'm just in a room in my house. Okay, you can stop zeroing in on me.
Yes, Chris.
Okay,
Eric
fair-
did look
fair.
comfortable the other night.
Dude,
Oh, that's a
Yeah,
good
this-
pick, Adam.
I
Yeah,
love this
it's really
chair.
Tasty.
This
There we
chair,
go.
There's the
Go ahead,
drifting jams. They're dropping.
This
Content.
chair is completely goose down. Everything around it is goose down. The reason that's the other reason I'm here is because normally I'm in the other room with the desk chair, and that's not a comfortable chair to fall asleep in. This chair, I can wake up at 6:30 in the morning and feel like I've had the greatest sleep in the world.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that's not the best chair to stream in, buddy.
So
Yeah.
you're thinking ahead.
Yeah, the goal, Eric, is to not fall asleep in the chair. But you know, hey,
Oh,
at
sir,
least-
tell me now.
Yeah, you want to be uncomfortable. That helps.
No, this is just a great chair to sit in. I love it. So this is where I sit, and I try to stay awake. The other night when I did my channel, I stayed awake long enough to get the fuck off and go to bed.
it's good. And someone already mentioned it, but there is the link to Drifting Drams on screen there. So please go check them out
Yeah,
if you
go
haven't
check
already.
it
I suppose most of you are already subscribed and all that good stuff, but do all the YouTube stuff if you haven't already. And there is Eric's channel. Do the same thing there. Ben saying, I'm playing Driving Miss Ethan right now if I can get home at a reasonable time. Okay, fair enough.
This season?
Yeah, I feel like he means a different Ethan because Ethan is very much not in the car.
I think he probably does. But I'm not here to judge. So hey, sure, whatever.
Okay, drifting.
I mean, I'm sure Ethan wouldn't mind you driving him around, Ben, but
I just feel like he's taking a shot at this Ethan by saying what he said. I don't know.
I just subscribed to Drifting Drams.
I don't know. I would not fight Ethan, Ben. He's a giant person.
I mean, that's true. I am. But as long as I can drink, I don't care. Take all the shots you want.
How giant are you, Ethan?
I'm 6'6".
Jesus Christ, you're a huge man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly, right?
He's one of the few people that make me look short. So, and that's hard to do. So,
6'6".
Yeah.
He's only twice as tall as Adriana.
yeah. He's only got 3 feet on Adriana.
Oh my God, Adriana is now officially 3'3".
Yeah,
Right. Shrinks every day.
basically.
Cheers to you, Adriana. If you see this.
Mark,
Nobody notices.
Cheers, buddy.
What's up, Northwest Bourbon? Another great channel there. How we doing, Mark? Good to see you, buddy.
Cheers, man.
Great list you put out there. Your bourbons of the year. Some I had as well. Good stuff there, man.
So over on Trevor's, he was talking about, so many channels are just, comparing all these different ones. It's over and over and over. What are the best this, best that? So I think we ought to do a top 25 channels that do top 5 bourbons. Let's really make it absurd.
That means I'd have to watch all those top 5 bourbon videos.
Yes. Yeah. We should do top 25, top 5 bourbons.
I mean, we all do them each year, but it's kind of like the advent calendar thing. There's only so many that you can watch, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't think we're doing one this year. Like, I'm burned out on that shit.
I have to confess to you all, I have maybe watched 6 advent calendar videos from different people because it's just not something I want to watch. It's just not. It's really not. I appreciate the effort people put into it, but after a while, it's a lot of the same shit, guys. It really is.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, there are some channels that I watched this year that made it pretty entertaining. But I mean, I didn't watch every day because how can you? It's a lot of videos to watch.
No, there are a lot of channels I find entertaining. I mean, Adam's from one, Whiskey Wars is from one. I mean, I enjoy watching a bunch of you guys. And so, but doesn't mean I want to watch everybody compare the same. I mean, because if you get the top 5s, you're probably going to see 8 total, 8 or 9.
Oh, you mean you're talking about all the different top 5 videos?
Yeah, all the different top 5s. You may see 9 fucking different.
I'd say there's a few that are definitely in a lot of people's top 5s, but I wouldn't say it's 8. I would say
I mean, so
people do it different. Some people won't do single barrels.
Oh, you're gonna make me do this, aren't you?
Like very similar.
I mean, I would say there's probably going to be an ECBP in most lists somewhere.
Yes.
I mean, unless they just got some absolute hitter bottles, like the really big channels, they're going to have just stuff that nobody else gets. So their list will be insanity. But the smaller channels will be somewhat similar. But the thing is, I mean, the thing is, though, is that like a lot of people get picks, so those are not the same. So that's kind of what I appreciated.
Right. And I get that. Some people get picks, but there are a lot of people who try to keep picks out of their top 5s, top 10s because nobody could get them.
Yeah.
I mean, Tony Two Toes sent me literally the best 94 proof Elijah Craig I've ever had in my life. I cannot believe how good this sub 100 bourbon is, and it's from a liquor store in New York, and it is an amazing dram. But those are few and far between.
Yeah.
I mean,
the way I usually do my top 5 bottles that I own this year. So I won't put it just in one category like bourbon or whatever. I'll just say my top 5 bottles that I own this year that I enjoyed the most.
Yeah. The majority of the bottles I bought were all local picks too. So everything I pretty much buy now is single barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I get that. We all love the single barrels, but I can't get them from where you get them.
Hey, John, I'm not going to say where it placed exactly, but that Driftless Glen pick I got from you, that thing is it's up there.
I got one more of those sitting in a box back here yet.
Was it a rye or a bourbon?
Yeah, it's a cast strength rye.
Yeah, I've got a rye and a bourbon.
Yeah, that cast strength rye from Driftless Glen, that's a hitter of a pick, man. I love that thing.
Yep. We've got the Kingslayer over here. That is one of my top ryes ever.
Yeah, this is from my local group store here in Wisconsin.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a great pick.
Yeah, they're my favorite rye.
And thank you for that trade, man. I didn't know what to expect going in because I'd never had anything from Driftless because we don't get it here in Kentucky. Or at least not in my area. I'm sure Total Wine or maybe Liquor Barn might carry them occasionally.
And that's probably not something you're used to being in Kentucky. It's a different kind of rye.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
That was one of my tops of the year for sure.
Oh, old dragon bones.
Yeah, the old Dragon Bone storytelling.
God, I wish I could have gotten that. That's something I'm certain is probably number one in a lot of people. This is one of my top fives.
Mm-hmm.
Is that,
Oh,
is that
yeah.
the port or the sherry?
That's the sherry, man. I really like it. I think this is
Yep.
one of the best ryes.
Yeah, I had the 2021 and the 2022 thanks to 21090. The port finished. Enjoyed those a lot.
I have not yet to be disappointed by a Sagamore bottle.
The bigger Ethan. I don't know about that.
Hello.
Hey, we know your cousin Ethan.
How we doing?
What's up, Ethan?
What are we
Hey,
doing?
we're
We're
covering
driving and
surgery.
talking? That's not good.
What's up, Ben?
I
don't-
was
I don't
know.
being chauffeured around by Ben.
Oh, okay.
Ben is
I
the
mean,
best distracted driver ever.
And Ben, I don't know about the bigger Ethan. I mean, you met this other Ethan in person, so you know how big he is.
Oh, he knows.
Oh, that sounds almost kinky. that sounded a little kinky.
I mean,
we're
I
getting
didn't say
food.
it, but if you said it.
Mark's saying that's why I enjoyed most of my advents on other people's live stream. There you go, man. That's the way to do it. Yeah, it's otherwise it's hard to get through them all.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, Turks, I'm certain you guys have been traveling. So any cool bottles you guys have picked up that you want to reveal?
Actually, yeah. So we grabbed this guy.
You're in on him. Let's see him up close
Yes.
first.
Here, let me.
Whoa,
we go.
is it shaped like a guitar? What is that?
Yeah.
Hey, that looks familiar.
Interesting.
So it's 6th Street out of Austin. It's
Oh, okay.
actually a 9-year rye pick. It's a 9-year MGP rye.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
It's
And
not a
it's
Texas
really,
rye.
really good. No, it's not a Texas rye. Now,
Cool.
So we are waiting on some
Still
some
Austin.
Texas whiskey. Yeah, so we were able to get the Still Austin cognac.
Where
We're
did
just
you
waiting to
get
our
your
hands on it.
Oh man,
6th
awesome.
Street, Ethan?
So we got it from, it was the Specs off of Rayford in Houston.
Okay. We have a group here in Wisconsin, Facebook group that got a pick of it.
Oh, really?
It's phenomenal.
Good stuff.
You
Yeah.
I
guys,
love that bottle too.
are you
Yeah.
guys in Houston?
We lived in Houston for a little bit. We're in
Okay.
Tennessee though.
I live.
We
I
still
live
have
30
family there.
I live 32 miles from El Paso, so Specs is my primary purchasing source.
Okay.
Yep.
My mom was in El Paso for about 10 years, just until about 2 years ago.
The Specs in El Paso, there are two really big stores in El Paso. They have really good selections, and El Paso is not really a bourbon city. I mean, they're much more a tequila city than they are a bourbon city. I mean, it's very hard to find like the specialty tequilas.
I mean, it makes sense. It's a border town, right?
Right,
What
it's
is
a
that
border
one?
town.
Oh, Bernheim.
Burnham barrel proof.
Very nice.
Thing's good, dude.
Those are supposed to be spectacular.
Yeah, that's the one I.
Oh, look!
Oh,
nice.
Yeah.
There's
Yep.
the
Yeah.
other guitar.
John has one as well. Sweet.
Yep.
Yep.
I feel like I'm on a John
Oh,
Mellon video.
nice.
Nice.
I thought those horsemen of Texas.
Play guitar.
Sweet, man. That's
That's
cool.
one of the best rides I had last year.
Yeah, the pick we had was fantastic.
Very
And
cool.
priced well at $100.
What else?
Hey, cheers, David Bass and Shredword. What's up, fellas? Good to see you guys.
I mean, $100 for a 9-year MGP rye cast strength.
Yep.
The rye I really want to find, because I mean, both Whiskey Wars and I we're fans of Texas whiskey.
Indeed.
I like the regular Balcones rye, but I've heard nothing but amazing things about the cask strength rye from
Cast
Balcones.
strength rye.
And I really, really want to try that. I mean, the regular rye, I mean, I know it's dark tasting, but it's like it's a chocolate mint bomb. It's amazing.
Yeah,
Not a
so
big
the
fan of
Catherine-
Wild Turkey
Catherine
101.
Cassidy, you like that?
Yeah, I don't know what to say to this, AZ. I mean, to me,
Yeah.
that's like the best budget rye that exists. But you know, hey, whatever, man.
Yeah, Eric,
well,
I've got a cast strength rye pick here.
Hey, Hanging AZ, try to mix it with some rare breed. If you like rare breed, try and mix it. Do the 50-50 blend.
Rare breed rye or regular rare breed?
Regular rare breed with 101 rye.
Okay, so it's a rare breed boo rye.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll tell you this: I feel like Wild Turkey, when you combine their bourbons and their ryes, makes some of the best boo ryes there are.
Dude, it's so good. It's so good. They should release the boo rye.
The only thing I think is better is my 50-50 combination of barrel rye is Stellum rye and Stellum bourbon. You put that in a bottle, you let it sit for 14 days. On the 15th day, you call me up and say, thank you for telling me to do that. Because it's
Exactly 15.
Well, now, what if I accidentally let it sit for 20 days?
It'll probably be better. But I mean, I let it sit for 14, and on the 15th day, I was like, I was pretty smart to let this sit for 14 days.
There you go.
I did a blend of the Jack barrel proof and then the barrel proof rye 50-50.
Oh,
That's it, and that's freaking amazing.
oh my God! I bet that is amazing. But you can't find a barrel proof rye anymore.
Yeah.
You gotta kill somebody's kitten to get a barrel proof rye.
Yeah, I mean, I would say if nothing else, that rye, as amazing as that is, could carry any bourbon.
Independent Joe has some, Eric. Just
that's true.
Trade him all your pappy, and he might give you one.
There's some pictures out there that there's going to be a gold label rye coming.
Always Trevor.
I mean, I'll tell you, my favorite Jack Daniels has been the Coy Hill, and I got a sample of that from the guy in the middle there. He sent me the Coy Hill that he'd had, and
Nice.
that's amazing. And I think a Coy Hill single barrel rye would make a great boo rye.
Yeah, it's the one I haven't. One Jack I haven't tried is Coy Hill.
The one I want is the single malt they just came out with, and I can't find that anywhere.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Is it good?
Fantastic. Yeah.
It's pretty good, man. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I
sample. I haven't tried it yet.
Now,
I'm now of the belief that, except for like Old Number 7 and Gentleman Jack, and then like the crappy flavored ones, I think Jack Daniels is doing a really good job at making some really incredible whiskeys.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I won't call them bourbons because I know that offends some people's delicate sensibilities, but they're bourbons.
Number one, Eric. Number one, buddy.
No, that is not number one.
I mean, it's one of the better budget bottles this year.
It's a good budget bottle. Absolutely.
It is a good budget.
Number one whiskey in the United
I
States.
agree with that.
Right now.
Yeah.
Hold on. Is it better than Evan Williams BIB?
I mean, I think so. Personally.
Yeah, it absolutely.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
But
I mean, it's twice. It is twice the price, though. So there is that.
I haven't tried it yet.
But I'll tell you this.
This is T. Rob's bottle.
I think
okay.
Early Times Bottled and Bond gives it a run for its money. I'll say that.
I think Early Times bib
There's that.
is a winner.
Yeah,
guys. Cheers,
Chris.
I think that I think there are a bunch of Bottled and Bonds that will give Jack Daniels a run for their money. I'm not saying that means it's bad. I'm just saying there are some other Bottled and Bonds, and I think one of the first ones that comes to my mind is
Early
Times because it's amazing.
Yeah, that was my first
point. Doug saying there that the Jay Mattingly fortune teller from Ethan and Katie, one of the best bottles of the year. I don't doubt that.
So Jay Mattingly, they're light whiskeys. They're blending the same MGP light whiskeys that the Carters are getting. I think you can blind them alongside any old Carter, and it'll have a chance, if not beat it.
Wow.
We've done it with two people in the community, Darrell and Kelsey Dime.
And then Doug and Fred. We did
and Doug and Fred as well. And all four of them picked the Mattingly over the old Carter.
Jay, that's
they picked good. What over old Carter? I didn't hear that.
The Jay Mattingly light whiskeys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've got a Mattingly pick, and they're phenomenal.
Drinking Mountain Dew, probably. You probably is. I'm guessing actually diet, right?
Diet Dew, yeah.
Sorry, Ethan, continue.
I've never had. I've
Ethan
never
and
had
Kate,
no
we're trying to sort out when we're coming over. We may be over the end of the first week of August down in Tennessee at Clarksville.
Nice, awesome. That's like 2 hours from us.
Train to Clarksville, and I'll meet you at.
Are you guys doing early September West Coast again, Tats? Is that the plan?
We're trying to work out the itinerary because we've got the Bourbon Mafia 10-year anniversary in the beginning of August, and we're also trying to still hear from William Davlar about what he's doing for Michelle's birthday. And
maybe we could do the Vegas at the end of your guys' trip instead of.
well, we're probably going to be coming to Utah and Colorado as well. So
hey, there we go. We'll take that.
So
Nice.
Will decided that those states were in, and she didn't say something about one other state, but we won't go there.
Definitely not New Mexico.
That was the other state.
I
Yes,
figured it was North Carolina.
I'll give you guys some of the best food you've ever had. I'm not going to promise you any good whiskey, but some of the best food you've ever had.
I promise you, there's going to be hot chilies in it, without a doubt.
Yes, there will be.
Hatch green chili. Yep.
Yes, there will.
So
and there'll be some red chili. It will be some of the best food you've ever had.
I'm down for spicy food. Lil's got all that us with spicy food, but I really enjoy spicy.
Me too.
Hey, as AC pointed out, if everybody could hit the like button, we appreciate that. Thanks.
Yeah,
Thank you.
let's do that. Let me make sure I did that. I think I did when I first came in. Nope, I didn't.
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.
All right, look, there's 25 of you watching and only 21 likes, so there are 4 freeloaders. Hit the like button.
Right. Let's get it up. That's what she said. Anyway, the Bernheim Barrel Proof is great. We did 2 bottles at Heaven Hill and brought one home and bunkered the other. Nice, Chris.
Very nice.
Yeah, so if you don't get a chance to have any before we're over, Sean, we'll crack that other one open when we're over.
That sounds killer, man. I mean, I'm happy to share anything with you guys.
Although from everything they were saying on the tour when we did the bottle your own was that they're looking at releasing Bernheim Barrel Proof this year anyway.
Oh, nice.
Really?
We've heard that. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, Eric, back on. We'll get to Louis here in just a second, but back on the single barrel before we move on. I mean, single barrel, the single malt from Jack. If you had a pick of the Balcones single malt, I think those are far better, in my opinion. Just saying, and they're more available. It is a little bit different profile, but I think the Balcones single malt picks are far and away better, and probably going to be cheaper too, because nobody's chasing them.
And for you to say that, because you and I both know we both like the Balcones. We like the Balcones funk. We like the things that come out of there. So I agree with you. I'll go ahead and see if I can find some of that. I mean, I
actually think the Jack is funkier though than the Balcones. At least my pick is funkier. I mean, my pick is less funky than the Jack.
I just think there's a taste about Balcones, which is the thing that turns a lot of people off of it. But it doesn't mean I like it. I like all the Balcones.
Yeah, but I think the single malt has the least of that, of all the Balcones stuff. The single malt seems to have less of whatever you want to call that.
Yeah, and it's hard to describe it. It's just you could if you put Balcones in a blind, I would know it was Balcones. There's no way I wouldn't know.
That's true. That's true. Those single malt picks are love them. It's there. It's on the list.
Yeah, you couldn't fool me with any kind of Balcones because I know what that profile is.
Louis V, that's another one that's on the list of whiskeys of the year. Man, that BRT 02, that was one of my favorite weeders of the year.
Burt.
Love that bottle. Yeah, the Burt 02.
I have the Burt 01. I sent the Burt 02 to Bourbon.
Nice.
Yeah, I sent him a whole bottle of the Burt. No, I sent him the whole 02. He doesn't want the 01, which is the one that's that's not the French oak.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't seem to like. I like the 01. I think the 01's delicious. It's got.
just had a sample of it, and it's a little brighter note wise than the O2. I prefer the darker notes.
It's heavier
the
tannin.
O2.
It's got a. There's a lot of brighter tannin notes to the O1. I mean, real up kind of high. If that makes any sense, the way we talk about bourbon, people are like, "What?"
What was it? The first one was just American oak, and the second one was the French oak.
French oak, right?
And then also it was, let's see, one was top of the rick house, the other was bottom, right? That's the difference.
I think that's right.
And
Sounds right, yeah.
And I still think it bottom of the rick house. I mean, even if every once in a while it gets closer to the top, bottom of the rick house is going to have richer, sweeter flavors than up high. Up high is going to give you more tannins. It's just going to pull more tannins out of the barrel.
And more
Yeah, well, you're getting much more in and out of the wood with it being up in the
right,
the top.
right,
So,
because it
That
sits
heat
up
is
high.
working it.
So in the summer, it pulls all the tannins out of it, and then in the winter, it sucks they all get up in the wood again, and so yeah, I agree. I don't think one or the other is better. I haven't had a chance to taste the two because I sent the two to somebody else.
No,
haven't
O1
tried
wasn't
either.
bad. O1 wasn't bad. It's just
I
prefer-
love O1. No, I'm a
Yeah.
huge fan of O1. Nobody can tell me it's bad. I love it.
Neither one compares to FAE 01 or O2 from last year. I said it.
No,
Okay.
you didn't say it. Listen to that.
I would say BRT02 and FAE02 would be very close for me. I haven't actually done a side by side yet, so I can't say which I prefer, but I love both those bottles. So
You think the FAEs are better than either BRT? Is that what you're saying?
Yes,
Yeah, last year's were so good.
The FAE 01 was amazing. I think I even like the RC6 more than that.
I'm lucky enough to have a couple FAE02s on the way over, so I haven't.
People
had
love
them
the
yet.
RC6. Like they think that's like the holy grail.
Oh, I love that bottle.
The RC6 is spectacular. Yeah.
That's the R2D2 bottle.
hey, I'm just going to throw it out there and just it's a little bit of self promotion here. If anybody that isn't a Patreon is viewing this, we're actually giving away an FAE-02 once we hit 25 Patreons. So we get six more Patreons, and then somebody's getting an FAE-02.
So any Patreon or every patron is entered into it once you hit that.
That is correct. Yes. If you're a patron,
I wish there was a way to gift Patreon memberships like I just did over on Bourbon Wrench. I did five gift memberships over there.
Oh, the membership thing. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
I've thought about because I could do the membership thing and the super chats, and I like the people. I just despise big corporations so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. I agree.
So I don't want to give them any more money.
No, and I want to make sure that
Just like Ken, use StreamYard to do your.
What's that?
Just do like Ken does. Use StreamYard to do like your super chat, so it'll come up in your stream anyway. So.
Yep.
Well, no. So Ken uses what's the program that Ken uses? He doesn't use StreamYard. He uses.
You can, I believe, get it to come up in StreamYard as well. There's a way, I believe.
Okay. I'll have to. Of course, I'm also using the free StreamYard thing as well. That's why we got the duck. We got the duck with us here.
Figure that out.
I don't give anybody any money.
I give some of my favorite shows money, and then I use.
Well,
I
mean, giant corporations, not.
I do the $25 for StreamYard because I want to be able to have people in the background. Not that I've ever had people in the background, but I'm hoping someday it gets creative enough that I'll have people in the background. And so
the duck will probably be going away soon because there's been multiple times now that I needed more than 6 spots, and I don't like being able to not be able to bring people on. So I'm probably going to start paying for StreamYard here soon, just so I can have more people on. Like right now, I mean, we're full, and if somebody else were to come in, then I'd have to it would kind of, which is probably going to happen now that I mentioned it.
He'd have to give us the boot.
Let us know if someone comes knocks on the door, Sean, because I'll drop off.
Yeah, I can drop out to make room too. So.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't want to like put anybody in that position. So
No, well, we're going to head off.
I can't. I'm too important to leave. So just kidding.
exactly. If Eric leaves, there's no point in continuing the stream. So
I'm being a dick. I'm just kidding.
Lil's going to drive my car with me in it out to see my sister. So I haven't seen her since well before surgery. So actually,
How is that recovery coming?
I wasn't getting off anyway. I don't care what anybody says. I'm lying.
We know about that, Eric.
I might jump out and smoke a cigar in a minute anyway, so we can open up a spot.
But,
okay, well, I mean, nobody run off just yet. There's nobody in the background, so we don't need to.
All right, let's not we're not chasing anybody out yet.
Yeah.
We did
Let
get
us know, Sean.
knowledge of how comfortable your couch is there, Eric, the other night.
No, dude, this chair is so good to go to sleep in. And
we know. You went to sleep for about 3.5 hours on Vic's stream the other night.
Dude, I slept until my alarm.
Hey, it's not his fault. Vic's stream went for 8.5 freaking hours.
Yeah,
hey, and we got
go for that extra 45 minutes to hand over directly to Ken. But
and I just want to announce we got a new Patreon, so we're at 20 now, folks.
Oh.
Thank you, Shits. What's up, buddy? Thanks, man.
Yeah, I'm the newest patron. Cheers, buddy.
Heck yeah, cheers, buddy. So only 5 more Patreons to go, and then somebody's getting that FAE.
FAE.
Come on, people. Join Patreon.
Eric's just hoping I go back to the wheel that he always wins on.
I do. I want that. I want to go back to that wheel where I won 2 bottles that night.
You were asking Sean earlier how my knee's going. Well, for a response, I'm back on these at the moment. So,
oh, that sucks, man.
So I had a bit of a backwards effort. I think my physio and I pushed it a bit too much earlier in the week.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
You definitely gotta pace it. You gotta pace it. Do not go too fast there, buddy.
That sucks, man.
So yeah,
little bit of tearing going on.
No, it's just completely locking up and just swelling again. So
gotcha.
No bueno.
Well, there you go. So that AZ's comment seems appropriate now. I'm gonna make him feel like a jerk. I will visit Tats. He is slow right now. Can't catch me.
You can get all the best whiskey in.
That's right. Just run in, grab the whiskey, and then run out. AZ. That's. Although I assume that Lil may have something to say about that. So
my grandfather had.
You'd probably have more to say about it than I would at the moment. Because I'd be stuck on this chair still, not trying to get out of it, whilst people run in, go into the bourbon room, then run back out. So
sorry, Tats. I'm happy that Lil is the healthy one right now.
Yeah, me too. Yes, amen.
Amen.
I know.
The fact that
you, buddy. Hope you get well soon.
Chris has to do more recovery for his knee means that he's the least healthy of the two, and that's good. That's a good thing. You'll recover.
I think the recovery for my knee is going to be pretty much the same length of time as Lil's recovery from her cancer stuff. So
but unless they really
we all know that
you're not going to die from knee replacement.
We all know that men's injuries and sicknesses are much worse, right? Like
sicknesses are much worse.
Man cold is like the worst thing you can get, honestly.
It's true. It's very true.
Chris lives in Australia. Everything's trying to kill him. He needs to be able to run.
Every animal in Australia is trying to kill you.
Yeah, just Australia as a country is trying to kill everyone that lives.
Don't walk out the front door, Chris, if you can't run, bro.
Right.
Yeah, that's where my boss is trying to get me to come back to work, and they're going, I can't walk, I can't drive, and you expect me to go where there's 3.5 meter, 4 meter brown snakes, and I'm not able to run.
Yeah, I mean, granted, it's basically a country that's hell, so all the animals are pissed off all the time, because it's 1,000,000 degrees. So. Yeah,
and
it
when
was
it's
a prison colony.
I go to sleep.
Prison colony.
It's true. Yeah. Yeah. So I was saying that on Ken's stream the other day. It's like, the fact that they let you guys become a country, it was a bad idea.
They didn't,
Hey, let's
didn't-
drop off a bunch of prisoners. Hey, you know what? All those prisoners we left down there, just let them become a country. It'll be fine. Nothing
they
else.
didn't let us
They were-
become a country.
They were nowhere as bad as we were here,
It's true. Yeah.
and we actually went to war with Mother England. The Australians didn't.
No, we do. It's every couple of years. It's called the Ashes.
Yeah, we're like the rebellious stepchildren
You
that
have to-
we're like, F you, Britain.
No,
We
a bunch of-
constantly go back and try to embarrass the Brits with playing cricket. So
I get that.
Joke's on you. You're playing cricket. You're all embarrassed.
No, they're not. They're not. Because
Find the guy at TV. What's up, buddy?
baseball is basically what they call rounders, and that's a girls' game.
Yeah, and AZ for sure. Yeah, if Lemmy ever shows up on this show, everybody's getting booted.
Yeah, cricket, the sport that takes 2 days to explain to an American.
Only
No, actually it takes 5 because that's a test match. So by the time that you finish the 5th day, they start to get the idea
to
right.
say that it takes 2 days to explain to Americans does not speak highly of Americans.
Is that
No, it
metric
doesn't.
or is that like
It's,
what math are we
it's
using?
like
Is that metric?
trying to explain gridiron to Lil when we first started going. I was watching gridiron games, so
It's not
NFL.
gridiron. It's called football.
it's
No,
gridiron.
football is soccer for us.
No,
I
not
like that it calls it
football.
gridiron.
Football.
It's unfortunate he cheers for such a poorly coached team, but
Hey Ethan, so I'm drinking this BRT. It's very toasted, right? Like the
Yeah.
toasted is all there. Do
Yep.
you like other toasted whiskeys?
I do like toasted whiskeys, but I want sweetness too. And that's what the BRTs were missing for me. They were missing that punch of sweetness, right?
yeah, and I'll tell
Very
you right now,
Earthy. It's like earthy on the nose. Like
my favorite toasted right now is Holiday Toast from Seven.
Lucky Seven.
Lucky Seven, yeah.
Lucky
Seven,
Seven.
yeah.
That's a good one.
That is an
honestly,
amazing
one of my
holiday toast.
favorite toast is Penelope. Penelope does it so well.
They do, and
Mhm.
I get the Penelope Texas Select.
What's wrong with Vegemite?
Vegemite?
We're all pretty sure it's like Soylent Green, Chris.
There's nothing wrong with having a spider the size of Eric
people.
Vegemite is people.
It's people.
Yeah, pretty sure. We're all pretty sure that's what it is.
Vegemite is
Good work,
people.
No, I see
Oh,
what you
no,
mean, though, Ethan. I see what you mean. Like the sweetness definitely lacks on it. I
Yeah.
enjoy it still. It's just not like some of those toasted ones that are just.
I like it for sure, but the FAEs beat it for me, hands down.
I see what you
I
mean.
like them fried taters.
Hey, we have a Penelope toasted coming Livewire pick.
That's right.
Nice.
Really? Okay.
I don't know when it's going to be released, but
Okay, Mark, that's funny.
keep an eye open. We can get.
What
Hell yeah,
level-
man.
What level
Mhm.
char? Do you remember? Is it like 3 heavy or 4 heavy?
It was a
I think
2
it was
heavy,
like
wasn't it?
It was either 2 heavy or 3 heavy.
I think it was a 2 heavy that you picked.
I think 2 is the one we picked.
Nice.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, those are outstanding.
I like Mr. Great Shots coming here. My favorite toast is white bread, indeed. Sorry, that's right.
Even that's wrong.
Kentucky
It's
of you there.
rye. Rye. Come on.
Yeah, well,
Rye
normal
toast is the
people.
best.
I want to know what you mean by normal people, because if you mean Americans, that ain't normal people.
That's true.
I can't disagree with you, Chris.
Hey, somebody kick this guy out! This guy out here! God damn it!
I mean, if you want to kick him out, I'm sure, but not for that. He's right.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Yeah.
right, but I don't want to.
I mean, there was a time.
If you lot be normal, I'm quite happy to be Australian. Thanks.
There was a time.
in the background.
What's that?
That's an admission that
Anybody in the
Australians
background?
are not normal.
Let me don't. No, nobody in the background.
was gonna say Eric's off. You can totally kick people that are off screen.
He's asleep. Let him be.
There was a time that Americans were pretty normal, but not so much anymore. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, normal people don't eat Vegemite.
What are you sipping on again, Sean? Did you
Wait
switch?
till we come to Utah, Adam, because you will be.
Oh God.
So I've had 2 killer pours in a row. So I started with the barrel New Year, and then moved on to the rare character rye. Finished at Amarama barrels, which both those were awesome.
Is
Now,
that Murphy's pick?
What's that?
Justin House Suburban pick?
I got it from 21090, this sample, so I don't know.
Gotcha.
Probably.
I'm assuming that Todd got it off of Sealbacks. So I don't know who did the pick.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Now I'm on to Iron Root Harbinger, which I believe I got from Jacob. Pretty sure. Yeah. So get some Texas stuff going on here.
Hey, Chris Tats,
Yeah, mate.
if that Vegemite comes with barrel proof ECBP, I'll take it.
There you go. That would
Not-
sell.
Not another
Sorry, not just
Texas
barrel
one.
proof, hazmat ECBP.
What do you got there, John?
Well, go and talk to that little person who lives down the street. She's got
Nice.
some
Yep.
hazmat 4 roses.
I don't
This
believe
is-
I've ever seen that
That's a
bottle.
distillery from Houston.
Yep.
It's got a little bit of Texas funk, but it's really sweet for 92 proof. It's really good.
I've heard
Yeah,
good
we've
things
got
about
yellow
it.
rose over here. I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah, I was surprised. I found it at a grocery store in Wisconsin for $50. I've
Hey,
been
Tats,
really impressed with it.
Could you repeat what you said about the Four Roses hazmat? What was it?
There's a little person who lives just down the
I
street.
know who
from
you're
you.
talking about. She lives 10 minutes away.
Yeah, hazmat 4 roses.
Hazmat Four Roses.
Yeah, aka Baller's hazmat pick, which is in a 4 roses bottle.
Wow.
Oh, okay. So it's a
Oh, so it's
hazmat
ECBP.
pick, ECBP pick in a Four Roses bottle.
Okay.
Yes,
I was
Right.
like,
I
I was
brought
like,
the
can
bottle
there be a
home.
hazmat Four Roses? Don't they do their stuff at like a lower barrel entry?
Yeah, that's why everyone sits there when we're on Adriana's streams, and I basically mentioned the hazmat 4 roses that she's got. She goes, "Oh yeah," and there's still some left in it, and it's sort of like everyone goes, 4 roses does a hazmat.
I mean, if you put that ECBP pick in a Four Roses yellow label, I would never touch it. You would have me fooled. You would never see me reaching for that bottle. So
There you go.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
not.
Now we know how
I
to
would have
keep
loved
the
to
good
have had
stuff from
something
John.
like that for her to take it home in, but yeah, we had to. We killed 3 4 roses picks at our apartment in Vegas. So
Dude,
There you
Mike really got robbed that night. I feel bad because I literally went out of his place and wasn't gonna go do anything, and then I'm like, I have to go to Chris and Lil's because they have that hazmat pick that I need to try and get open.
So
So I went over there without telling Mike, and he's all, "Did you?" Like the next day, he's like, "Did you go over there?" I was like, "Yeah."
No, you should say no. What are you talking about? So I did go
I'm
yeah,
downstairs.
and then
terrible
every time that we're on a hookup and on a stream, and I'm there going, "Oh, what do you think of that hazmat pick, Adam?" And Adam's there going,
Don't know what you're talking about, mate. So anyway, I went down and got my Lucky 7 holiday toast, but that's not the first toasted one. The first toasted one is going to be Nulu toasted.
There you
there
go.
you go.
Okay.
This is a really good toasted bourbon. I'm
think I still
really
have it.
pleased with it.
Commandante Lou, what's up, buddy? Cheers, man. Good to see you.
Seriously. Yeah, I like Nulu's. I like Nulu in general, right? My only problem with them is their pricing. Their pricing is just a touch high on some things.
"There you go, you're getting a wave."
It can be.
Hey, Lil, how we doing?
Good.
Good to see you.
The
Sort of,
thing-
at least an arm.
Cheers,
The
Lil.
thing I'm happy about is, I mean, this is a Nulu Texas Select, a Texas exclusive. So it was in specs, and it wasn't that expensive. It was, it was less than the holiday toast. So
Okay, that's good then.
yeah,
I'm curious to try the Nulu after the BRT, the makers.
Yeah, unfortunately, my Nulu's not a toasted that I got. I missed out on the toasted one.
Hey, Mark, I will switch the sample that I was going to drink from you to the Andalusia Revenant Oak peated single malt. I assume that's what you're sipping on, maybe? If not, it's close to it.
Where did you get yours, Eric?
Where'd I get my what?
Newly toasted.
I got it at Specs in El Paso.
Oh, okay. I got mine from 21090. I won giveaway.
So, Chris, did you see this? Any thoughts on that there? Dave from Spain ate Vegemite live on Ken Stream a few weeks ago. The face he made after eating it. I once saw a girl make that face.
Yes,
interpret that however you may like.
Greg McDonald, you dirty dog, you.
It was a face of ecstasy. Yes.
So was that right before the girl started eating brains?
Fresh brains.
I was thinking something else, but maybe.
Yeah, it's.
Oh yeah, something. No, I was meaning something else.
I see what you did there.
It was stuff that will create brains. Give it enough time.
Here's the train. Here's the rails. Okay.
I can't help that you let this train go off the rails all
I
day.
don't know.
What stream was Greg on? Was it last week? And he was talking about when he was really younger and one of his roommates brought like a stripper home or something and she woke up on the couch and he found her the next morning. It was quite the story.
It happens. You know.
Like yeah,
but
why?
You know, we've gotten some really good bottles of bourbon picks for jars of Vegemite before.
I actually
was it a threat?
I brought a stripper home one night. And she said, for $75, I'll do anything. I said, clean my fucking house.
I mean,
Katie, I apologize for Eric.
Anyway, I do like the BRT more than the newly toasted.
I almost brought the BRT 2 up, or the BRT 1 up, but I didn't. I just brought up the.
I like the 2 better than the newly toasted.
Have you still got any FAEs left, Adam?
I don't have any.
I have a little bit of one.
Well, don't do it now, but on another night when you've got a fresh palate, I'd be interested to hear what you say for comparing the BRT against the FAE.
Yeah, never.
Has anybody else had this Iron Root Harbinger?
I love it.
Yes, I have.
A long time ago.
I
A
like
fairly long
I
time
love
ago.
I like it.
So I don't hate it. It's just that that Texas Funk that's on this one, I don't like as much as the Balcones.
Yeah, I killed it.
I think Balcones is better.
Is that the 115 first?
What I think is cool is you understand that.
Don't know.
That Texas Funk is about the barrels being exposed to some real serious heat, way more heat than anything that they do in Kentucky, and much less cool weather.
Well, let's just say it's a lot more regular high heat than.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, it spends a lot more time in the wood.
Yeah.
Because Kentucky does get some very, very hot days, and
that's what I'm saying. Is Texas like more drier heat and Kentucky is more humid heat?
Well,
yeah.
It depends.
There's that.
Well, depending where you are in Texas, because certain parts of Texas does get humidity. So
Texas is
like if you're along the coast, it's very humid.
Right. But like in El Paso, Texas, if you're in El Paso, the average humidity daily is less than 9%.
Yep.
Yeah.
But so where is Iron Root out of? I don't even know where they're out of.
Like north
Isn't it
of
up,
Dallas.
like, Austin area?
No, it's Denison, which is north of Dallas.
Dallas.
I think it's a ways north of Dallas. I know the
Okay.
Crusaders have gone up there a few times.
yeah,
I think it's closer to Oklahoma.
Yeah. Okay. So I imagine it's still it's not super dry there. I can't imagine Dallas.
No, Dallas wouldn't be
Yeah.
super dry.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean?
Yeah.
Real quick,
Goddamn.
I'm gonna hop out. I'm gonna go smoke a stogie.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So
All right.
I'm gonna open up a spot for somebody who wants to jump in and hang out.
Okay, fair enough. Well, thank
Good
you,
to see
Adam,
you.
and
Such a gentleman.
thank you for joining the Patreon, man. Hey, I don't know if you're a metal guy or not, but we got this whole metal thing going as well. So
Yeah. I've been dipping in a little bit on your streams here and there. I'm gonna try and deep dive next time you guys.
Well, I was just gonna say because we got the poll going up on Patreon. So if you just want to throw your 2 cents in there, man, I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure, buddy.
Cheers, buddy. If we don't see you again tonight, then thanks for hanging out. Man. If we do, then that's awesome too. But enjoy your
I might hop in like an hour or so. So if you're still going,
cool,
right,
man.
see you guys.
Cheers, buddy.
Yeah, Adam.
Yeah, on this Harbinger though, yeah, like it's the back end. Like so, that's where you get that Texas funk on most Texas whiskeys. But
Like like a little like a lumber funk off that.
yeah, I could see
a little
that.
different.
So like Balcones has a little bit of a pruny note, but this is like straight chewing on prunes on the finish for me.
And that's different. I think that's like 4 different corns too. I think it's like red, yellow. I think there might be a purple corn in that one.
Yeah, it's like it brings back awful memories of my mother giving me prunes as a child.
Your mother prunes?
My mother was a health nut, so yeah, you can't ever have too much fiber.
Yes, you can. They're called prunes.
Exactly.
Way too much fiber. They're called prunes.
You hope you have more than one bathroom in the house. Jeez.
Yeah. And this is the second batch of Iron Harbinger I've had, 2 different samples, completely different times of the year. So I assume they're different batches. Yeah, and they both have kind of had that going on. I like the palate quite a bit, but I'm not a huge fan of that finish. It's a little too pruny. I don't mind a little bit of pruny note, but there's a lot of pruniness going on here.
Yeah, this one's from down in Houston, and it doesn't have the same kind of funk as the other ones do.
Yeah,
it's a little bit sweeter.
And like I said, I don't generally mind the Texas funk, but I'm not really digging this.
Well, there's levels of it, right? Because like if you look at TX has some of it, but not a huge amount. Still Austin has some of it, but not a huge amount. Devil's River, actually, that's one that has been a big thing for us lately. It's got some of that Texas funk, right? A lot of that like wet oak, right? Oak funk. It's just like it's hard to describe unless you've had it, which you have. Balcones has it. But there's limits. You go too far, and that's all you get.
Yeah, Jacob, he's always talking about Devil's River. I've never had that, but he said that's his favorite Texas whiskey.
It's good stuff, man.
Their single
I'm a believer.
barrels are really, really good.
Cool.
Oh, even so, we recently, actually, Eric, you might be able to find it. They recently put out one of their like premium batch, their distiller select, I think they called it, and it's good.
It's like $50.
Yeah, it's $50, 120 proof. It is leather and oak and some sweetness and some fruit. It is a really good bottle of Texas for the price.
So is that a single barrel or just a?
It's
distiller select.
It's distiller select, yeah. So I don't know how big the batch was, but it's definitely a batch.
Okay.
We have one single barrel that's called Caramel Fudge from up in Connecticut.
Yeah, we got it from Irene Tan's shop.
I heard about that one. Is that the Twix bar?
Nice.
Is that the one that was supposed to be a Twix bar?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's legendary.
Yeah.
It's good.
I've heard about that, yeah.
Yeah, we ended up getting a couple bottles because like his mom doesn't drink a ton of whiskey, and like that's one that she really, really enjoys. So it's like, all right, who can get us some bottles of this one? We need backups.
I mean, $50 for 120 proof is a good deal too.
It is, yeah.
I'm going to drop out because we've got to go for an hour drive out to my sister's. So
y'all be safe.
Yeah. Cheers to both of you guys. I assume Lil is still there, at least in earshot. Cheers to you, Lil, as well. Thanks for joining us.
Cheers, Lil.
No worries at all. Thanks, guys.
We'll see you guys.
See ya.
And AZ, I have faith in you. You're definitely man enough to drink the neck pour of an OGD bib. You got this.
Oh, if it's just a bib, come on.
Yeah. It'll be
It's only
fine.
100 degrees.
It's humid till about 100 degrees, then not much. Yeah, Florida is that way, sort of. It depends on the day. Actually, Florida, no, I lie. Florida's
miserable.
Yeah. It's just like, welcome to a sauna for the rest of your life till you die.
Well, Florida's miserable, and then you get the weather, and it's even worse.
Yeah. And then it rains, and then it stops raining at about 2 o'clock, and then the sun comes back out. And then you just like want to put a bull in your head. Yeah, that's how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
That feels like New Orleans during the summer.
Yeah.
Well, East Texas is the same way. Houston, same thing.
Yeah, I used to work on the river. I used to work on barges. So I know exactly what you guys are talking about as far as the humidity in Port Arthur, Beaumont, Houston. What's that shithole in Louisiana?
Lake Charles?
Lake Charles?
Lake Charles. Thank you. It's so crazy.
I like it.
I had to say shithole in Louisiana, and everybody went Lake Charles.
Hey, we're Louisianians. We know.
Of course.
I mean, it was either that or sulfur. So,
Well,
I mean, they're
sulfur.
close.
Oh
You
my
probably
God.
don't know sulfur, though.
But yeah, I mean, I know about all those summers of the humidity. The worst day ever in my life. I was on the boat. We were coming into Lock 13 on the Arkansas River. It was 114 degrees outside, and it was raining.
Mike Stahl, what's up, buddy?
It was 100% humidity and rain. I mean, it was the most miserable I've ever been. But I survived.
Well, yeah, you survive, but that doesn't make it okay.
You're right, but I mean, what are you going to do? You're out, it's sunny and everything, and all of a sudden there's a cloud burst. So it's 113.
You're gonna move away, leave.
That was every mid-afternoon in New Orleans for about
Exactly.
10 days when we were there.
We
2
got out.
o'clock in the afternoon, it got dark, it rained for 15 minutes, and then it was over.
And that was the
That's
greatest
how
thing about New Orleans is it rained for 15 minutes between 2 and 4 in the afternoon. It cooled everything off. It took a little bit of the vomit smell away from the quarter, and then everybody went back to partying.
So it did help with the smell, but it didn't cool anything off. If you say that, you're misremembering that or you were drunk, which no judgment.
I might have just been drunk. I might have just been drunk.
We were there at the end of June, and it was 90 degrees every day and 95% humidity.
I lived there for a year.
Because if it stops raining midday anywhere in the South and the sun comes back out, it does not cool anything down ever.
Oh God, no.
You're right.
Like a
Once the sun
sauna.
comes back out, yeah, it's a steam room.
Yep.
It's a schwitz.
But you can get beers to go down the sidewalk though.
Which makes it better.
My favorite thing is there's the I don't know what to call them. They are like an ice cream stop on the middle of the road that sells alcoholic slushy.
Daiquiris.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, daiquiri shops. Yeah.
Daiquiri
Yes.
shops.
Oh my God. I used to love those places.
To be fair. Indeed, AC.
It beats down the stank because in the morning, if you walk in the French Quarter at 7 o'clock in the morning, you have never smelled vomit like you will smell in the French Quarter at 7 in the morning.
The urine is worse than the vomit.
What?
The urine is worse than the vomit.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. All I have is memories of the vomit.
So, my only memory of New Orleans is, of course, Bourbon Street in that area, and so certainly a vomit smell, but also like a pack of dogs, like hundreds of dogs, urinated all over the street, like only male dogs though, just nothing but like hundreds of male dogs pissing everywhere is what New Orleans smelled like at the time that I visited. Now, granted, it was right around Mardi Gras, so that may have been part of the problem.
Like I said, I lived there for a year. So I got some of the urine smell, but I always thought the vomit smell, especially on Bourbon Street, was so bad. And you'd go by O'Brien's fucking Hurricane Bar, and that was like where it was really bad.
So yeah. I recall there was a particular alley that we walked past. I don't know if it was directly on Bourbon Street. We were just walking around, and there was 3 men peeing down this alley. There was like a stream of urine coming out into the street. That's kind of what got our attention. And then we looked to our right, and there were 3 men all peeing on the same wall at the same time. I was like, oh, okay, that's happening.
You know what? I will tell you this. New Orleans, if you get caught urinating in public, you are going to one place, and that's jail. They're going to send your ass to jail because that's the one thing they try to keep people from doing more than anything else.
Well, this was 20 years ago ish. So
yeah, I lived there from 1984 to 1985, and they threw your ass in jail if you pissed on the street. You were done.
You can't arrest everybody.
That's true. That's true.
I can't speak to 85.
Pissing on the street, you're only going to get about 10,000 of them.
Yeah.
I can't speak to 85, Eric. It's before I was born, but I've heard the same thing.
It's a little pissy. It's a little pissy down there in the Nolans.
Yeah.
The cops wear rubber boots then, or?
Huh?
Do the cops wear rubber boots then?
Oh,
they ride horses, even better.
They still wore rubber boots, and they rode around on horses, and I tried to tell everybody, don't pee. Oh, you're going to jail now.
They should just have a nonstop line of fire trucks just hosing down everything all the time.
Yeah.
That would solve the problem.
If you're peeing in the street, you're far beyond the level of reason.
Right. And there were places you could go behind. I mean, I remember you could walk out of Pat O'Brien's, go to the right, then there was a real quick right. It was a very narrow pathway, and then you could go left, and you could pee left. But if you went further than pee left, if you went straight ahead, you end up in the light again off of the cross street, and that would get you taken to jail.
Hey, Mark, I got to ask. I assume we're still drinking the same thing together. Are there cast strength versions of this Andalusia Revenant Oak peated single malt? Because if so, we need
10 of them.
Yeah, man. Because I mean, for 100 proof, this thing is wow. That is fantastic, man. That is a great single malt.
And is that the one out of Florida that you were mentioning?
I don't know where Andalusia.
That's in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you watch Whiskey Crusaders at all, Sean?
I do not. I don't watch nearly enough Whiskey Tube. I should
one of the guys, Will, he's actually a sales rep for Andalusia.
Oh, cool.
I could check with him on Discord.
Yeah, man. If there are cast strength versions of that, I need to find one.
Yeah,
that is fantastic.
So you had the Andalusia?
Well, I have a sample. I have a sample from Mark.
And what's the proof on that one?
So this is just bottle and bond.
So
and
that's 100 proof.
Yeah, and
so you're hoping there's something out there around 125, 127.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to compare it to my Balcones pick that I got because, like, this nose, like the nose promises a lot more. So that's what tells me, like, if this were cast strength, it would be ridiculous. But even at 100 proof, this is still an excellent whiskey. So
you should blend it with your Balcones.
No, don't do anything.
We're gonna do it.
Oh, that's a silly idea.
I got a little bit in there.
Blending is great because sometimes it works.
That's right.
And sometimes it doesn't. It works better the longer they blend. I mean, we come back 3 days, we might actually have a real idea of what this is like.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, I'm no Nancy Fraley, so we're just kind of pouring crap and hoping this works. But
we
know Sean, but we love you anyway.
we all know Nancy Fraley, and we bow at the
That's true.
At the temple of her nose.
Just saying. My Still Austin cast strength store pick, Nancy Fraley pick. I'm sorry that Mark got me. That pick is.
I love how you did that. That was so good. The Nancy Fraley pick, I mean.
Yeah. The whiskey's starting to work, maybe.
That was great. Oh my God.
It's going to be in my picks of the year for sure.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
We've heard those picks phenomenal.
They are really good. And by the way, Turks, I've been very busy here lately, but I have not forgotten about you. Your samples of the Corbin Cash are still sitting right there, unfortunately. But I can throw a little Nancy Fraley pick in there as well. So
that would be awesome.
Because very rarely can I find stuff that you guys don't have. So that's
tell him
now I know.
You will not taste anything if there's not a Nancy Fraley bottle in there. Tell him.
Yeah, what Eric said. Absolutely.
I mean, I don't know if I can get another bottle. I had to have mine shipped in. So
small bottles, fine.
Do you have some of that bottle left? Can you put it in smaller bottles and send it?
Here we go. Here's the man that sent all the great stuff. What's up, Mark? How you doing, man?
The camera's not working for some reason. Let's see. Yeah. See, it's just black screen. I don't know what's going on.
That's no good.
It doesn't want you to see us, or us to see you.
Hey, it's working for you too, Eric.
It's just weird.
So you're saying there is no cast strength version of this Andalusia single malt? That's
not that I'm aware of right now. There probably is, but it would be at the distillery. I was just down at the distillery just a little while back. They released the bonded, the 4-year bonded single malt.
Man, that's. I mean, even this at 100 proof is still fantastic. I can't. I mean, I assume that even if there isn't a cast strength right now, it's probably coming, sometime in the future. So,
yeah,
man, that thing is going to be ridiculous.
I would think so. I mean, the 100 proof doesn't even drink anywhere close to 100 proof to me.
No, not at all. And it's just packed full of flavor. I mean, this is a very flavorful 100 proof.
Yeah, and it's. Looking at it, it's surprisingly light colored too.
Yes,
chock full of flavor, not
chalked.
I mean,
I'm familiar with the expression. It's just I never thought it was very good because chalk has very little flavor.
Kind of chalk.
I know that's not what it means.
You've eaten chalk
full of flavor.
I know that's not what it means, Eric. I'm just.
Eric, if you can't get any of that balconies where you're at, let me know.
All right, I will.
Hey, Mark, we need to talk privately because this is not probably the place to do this. But I need to find out what bottles you can't find and see if we can't repay the favor.
Any of the ones that have like letters, the AE whatever and all that. I never seen any of that stuff around. The BRT, none of that stuff.
He needs the bird.
Okay, I got you. I'll have to see if I can't round up some of those.
All right. Yeah, but some of the stuff like, I did see a E.H. Taylor. I got an E.H. Taylor, but then I saw my local store had an E.H. Taylor, the barrel proof. I'm like, oh, nice. You finally got one of those in. What do you want for that? He said, $2.99. I just laughed at him and walked out the door.
Yeah, $2.99.
And that's a good price.
Come on.
That's what I was going to say as well, Ethan.
My brother got one down here. My brother got one for like $55. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, $2.99, not a chance.
well, Mark. As Ethan pointed out, here in Kentucky, that would be considered a deal.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the last E.H. Taylor barrel proof I saw with my own eyes was $1,100. So
wow,
what?
That's money.
I literally laughed in the guy's face to walk down the store. I was like, okay, then, never mind.
$1,100.
No.
$1,100.
So here locally, just 2 days ago, I saw a Blanton's, just a regular Blanton's, none of the, not the gold or the straight from the barrel, none of those. Regular Blanton's $250.
Oh my God.
That's just wrong.
And I had to ask the guy. I was like, did you guys price that right? I was like, that's just a regular Blands. They're like, oh yeah, we know. Like, okay, I don't think you do because your price is insane.
Just look at them and do this.
Yeah, exactly.
And hope they watch Friends.
Yeah, exactly. And then another local store. What do we got here?
Makers.
RC6.
Oh, there you go. That's going back a little ways
One
there.
of the best.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
One of the
R2
best.
That's the R2D2 stuff.
this is one of my favorite makers.
Yep.
Yeah, mine is long gone, John. Long gone. If I had any sense, I would have put some of that in a sample bottle and sealed it up and kept it, but I didn't at the time. So
You drank it? So you're saying you drank it?
I drank all of it. That is correct.
And was it good?
It was very good.
And did you like it?
Yes, it was
What
very
the-
good.
what
At
was
the
the
time,
down-
I
what was
enjoyed
the
it.
downside of it? I don't understand.
I mean, so like if I had saved just say 2 ounces of it, then I could compare it to current generations of license plate makers. But
if a frog had wings, it wouldn't bump its ass when it
Yeah.
jumped. You
It
did,
might. It depends on how
you
it
did
jumps.
what you thought you needed to do. You drank a really good whiskey, and you shouldn't regret that at all. Your memory will create better and more romantic aspects of that particular whiskey than anything 2 more ounces could do.
well,
My
but so,
favorite thing is to rinse out the bottle and put it on a shelf and look at it. Like, I enjoyed that one.
yeah, I have a bunch of empties. My wife thinks I'm insane, but I mean, there's certain bottles I keep around because
You are
I can
insane.
get them again. Probably. I mean, yes is the answer to that. But so here's the thing, Eric. So that was pre the channel, right? Before I even thought about making a channel.
Okay, I get
So
it.
at the time, I had no reason to like keep stuff around, so I was just killing bottles. But now, looking back, I wish I had saved some of those great bottles I'd got when I was, kind of in the beginnings of collecting. At least part of them for comparison reasons. But hey, life is life.
Right, life is life. I mean, I'm just like, I wish I had bought the whole lamb instead of 3/4 of the lamb. I didn't get the
Hey,
whole.
Proman, what's up, buddy?
I didn't get the
Hey,
whole
what's up?
the whole lamb crown roast. I mean, I think that when we have the ability to get a really good bourbon, we have the requirement to buy it and drink it and share it with friends.
Indeed.
All right.
Hey,
So I
Nick
agree.
Proman, we were just talking about earlier. I hope you're still here. That we have a person on stream right now that's maybe twice the height of your wife, but
Yeah.
cheers to you, man. I trust Sean for his taste. Nancy is better looking, but whatever. That's true. I mean,
That's
most
fair,
people
yeah.
are. Yeah, it's fair. There is chalk, and then there is chalk, and then there is Chuck.
Right. Very good, Sugar Kitty. And when I say chalk, I mean
Thank you for
chalk,
clearing that up.
CHOCK, chock full of. Not chuck full of, and not chalk. Not
There you go. There's the breakdown of all the different good stuff there, Sugar Kitty.
RC Cola, South by Southest,
Bert
Bert and
Ernie.
Ernie, SCO Schwartz.
That's it. Just went to my local and they got their Buffalo Trace store pick barrel in, sweeter on the nose, but sweet then spicier finish. Sounds good to me. I mean, I feel like Buffalo Trace generally lacks some spice on the back end, which I kind of look for. So yeah, that sounds good to me. That sounds like a good pick.
Yeah,
Yeah, 250 for Bland's best joke ever. And Derek, what's up, buddy? How we doing, man? Did Eric say romantic? Yeah, well, because he was thinking about you, man. Why don't you hop in here and show us your sexy
Oh my
behind?
God, Derek, get on here, please. Oh my God, I need
Didn't
Derek
y'all
on
see
here
the,
right now.
Didn't y'all see the bourbon podcast where they said that Buffalo Trace is changing their distributor?
Yes.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
fired their distributor.
So
So
that'd
they're
be nice.
They fired their international distributor today. I
I'm
don't
just
know
wondering
why.
if it will change anything.
Hopefully.
No. Buffalo Trace will still be the blandest.
There's not enough to go around.
The
It won't change
blandest
anything.
bourbon you can ever get, and all the other things they make will be less bland, but they'll still be blander than the other things you can get. So nothing's going to change.
While we're talking about it, if anybody needs them, I can get a Stag Junior, a William LaRue Weller, a Handy, all of the Pappies, and a Weller Full Proof at my local store. But it will cost you a kidney. So
Just one?
What you're saying
Just
is
one. That ain't bad.
what's up, Ben?
How you doing?
Hey, Ben.
So,
I just
How
had,
you
I just
doing?
had to get on here to have a
What's up?
drink with Sean Ellington. I'm a big fan.
what? What?
Sean Ellington.
Murder Nova 405.
Oh,
So I asked Eric to come on, and now he's in the background. See, I need to pay to get rid of the duck.
Just look
Here.
at Sean. Does
I'll
anybody
jump down
know-
since my camera's not
Does
working.
anybody know what he looks like?
All right, Mark. Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
Does anybody know what Sean looks like?
Sorry, Mark.
Which Sean?
What's up, Derek? How we doing?
How you
Hey,
doing?
Derek.
Cheers, to you,
Oh,
brother.
hello.
Good to see you, man.
The
Greetings
Sean
to the
I know
Mid-South.
wears a goofy black.
Yeah, see, I'm gonna stay just long enough and leave before I say anything ridiculous.
No,
No.
don't do that. Don't do that. I love your ridiculousness.
That's when the
No.
fun happens.
Yeah, I mean, Derek, if I hope that me and you get into some crazy, ridiculous conversation immediately.
Yeah.
The sooner we can do it, the better.
It's only 9:30 here. It's
Last-
not time for ridiculous yet.
The last time I got in a ridiculous conversation, I actually went back and listened to it, and it was cringeworthy. All I could do was stop in the middle of it and going, I can't go any
Yeah.
farther.
So Derek, you know where you messed up. You went back and watched it. Don't ever do that. Don't ever go back.
I gotta tell you, man.
Yeah.
You are blinded by the light. When I go look for you, there's like this. Don't look in the eyes of the sun, but Mama, that's where the fun is.
Yeah, well,
Right.
You are where the fun is, dude.
yeah, most things that are ridiculous are fun.
Fucking A.
True.
Yes.
True.
Yes. You get it. So
For instance, LSD, completely ridiculous. But
just get ridiculous. Get
Oh, my
ridiculous,
goodness.
Derek.
anyway, what are we sipping on, Derek? And Ben as well. You guys kind of both popped in at the same time.
larceny barrel proof.
Starting
nice.
on a little hard to find Kentucky only.
Where did you get that
Oh,
thing? I can't even find that right now.
Heck yeah.
Hey, I got one of those too. I love that stuff.
I got a little bit
Thanks,
of
Sean.
one.
SHAWN.
Yeah, I was gonna say that it must be a Sean that spells his name wrong because this Sean can't even find that bottle. So, which batch are you sipping on there, Derek?
Oh, I knew that was going to come up. Hold up.
He knew that was going to come up.
A122.
Oh, okay,
No,
that was
right.
my favorite from this year. So
Is that
stuff.
so? That's A122 of larceny.
Yes.
Okay.
yeah, I mean, so Derek, for point of reference, actually, you may have been there. I can't remember. I was a little bit not sober, but I was so messed up last week. I got kicked off of Ben's stream. That's an accomplishment. That's a box I can check.
You can kick people off the stream.
The box is
that is correct.
When he insults Bonnie, I didn't really have a choice with her sitting here.
the
That's fair.
That's not really fair. I didn't insult Bonnie directly.
Well, you just
correct.
But I know I certainly crossed a line.
But Sean,
Okay.
With all the ridiculous things that come out of my mouth, yeah. Well, welcome to my
So,
club.
Sean, I have shared the other Sean. Tell me you don't see it.
oh my god, is that a Nova?
It's a Nova.
Yeah.
Have none of
You
you
know
ever
what
seen
Nova
Street
means in
Outlaws?
Spanish? Doesn't go.
Oh, okay. So I was wondering, like, where have I seen this guy? Street Outlaws.
Nova.
Yeah, that's it.
Right, now look at John.
Okay.
Tonight.
We're
look at
gonna
John.
solo John.
Oh my god, look at him. He looks just like him.
Maybe if I lost about 60 pounds, maybe, but
No, he's beefed up. He's beefed
you
up.
just can't see everything else that
Well, good for you, brother. Good for
Now
you.
you understand what I was saying?
I got you. Yeah.
I got to finish getting ready for my stupid stream.
So Ben, I saw the topic. We won't get into it here because that's your thing. But I can't wait, man. Because I mean, we're kind of covering it somewhat already. So the stag that I have local, which I would love to have that bottle.
Stag.
No,
What?
the stag, the George T. Stag, the big
How
boy.
much?
Yeah.
How much?
$1,199.
Suck it.
Yep.
Considering it's less
Exactly.
on secondary. I always love it when it's more in a store than it is on secondary. That I always get
But that tells me the store bought it on secondary, and now they're trying to recoup.
No,
the
it
cost.
just means the store doesn't
Yeah.
have a true grasp on what value
They're out of touch.
Right, what the secondary value is, and they're just going by what they
I'm
saw
gonna-
some
I'm
other
gonna-
idiot put it for.
I'm going to borrow a line from Beaver Cleaver. No one can be that dumb.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes, they can.
You would think that.
You know what?
So
P.T.
Have
Barnum
you seen
said
twins?
the world has gone broke, not in underestimating the stupidity of the American populace. Yes,
Indeed.
it's absolutely true.
Okay, I'm in Wisconsin, and we don't see that much BTAC. We barely see Weller. And we have Facebook groups with people jumping on, said, you know, my girlfriend or my boyfriend's watching Yellowstone. What store can I get a Weller 12 at? And you should
that
read
should be
the
the response
comments.
all the
because
time. Just that sound. Like you
it'd
don't
be
even
like,
don't even put
everybody's
in
like, well,
words.
we wish we could find one too, but you know, that's what product placement will get you.
And sorry if you were wearing a headset when I did that, because I'm sure that was
You
very
cackled.
loud. But
When I was stationed in Germany, I dated this woman for a very short period of time, who worked for Bavarian Music Group, and she sold product placement for different things. She could have sold, I mean, literally, she could have sold ice to Eskimos.
are you asking me to throw that backwards part? There you go.
She
Just
was
for
the
you.
hottest woman. I've so outkicked my
Basically the
country.
same.
The hottest woman I've ever been with in my life. And so, I mean, we went to Rome to celebrate her selling Pepsi to some movie company. And it's just amazing how much money people pay you for product placement. I was floored by it. We ate in Rome. We landed in Rome and then got in a limousine and went to this restaurant that 12 people were at.
I got to say the combination of the Andalusia single malt that's peated with the Balcones store pick is pretty amazing, and I didn't let it sit at all. Yeah, it's good stuff. Mark, if you got these combination at home, you should try it, man. It's pretty damn good.
That's not the bottled and bond sample I gave you. Did I give you a sample of it, or did that come from somebody else?
No, this is from Mark, Mr.
Okay.
Great Shot, the Andalusia.
Because I actually have the only released single barrel bottled and bond from Andalusia.
Oh my God.
Well,
And it is
all right then.
fucking
We heard it hit
insane.
the table. You don't need to.
It's like lift them up and throw them on the table there. Come on.
Yeah.
I've got a couple. Every Andalusia I have is a pick. I don't have any regular Andalusia because I can't get regular Andalusia here. But picks find their way to me.
What was I going to say? I had a thought. Now it's gone.
I think Will said they're shipping now. Most of the standard stuff, but
That's what I was going to.
Don't
So the same store that has the stag for $1,200, they got 3 King of Kentuckys in earlier this year, and they sold out in 15 minutes. They were $2,500 a piece. I don't know who is buying these bottles, but you know, whatever.
The 3 KOKs went for $2,500 each.
That is correct. In 15 minutes.
You know what?
How do
you can be that stupid?
Yep.
No,
so
how do you know?
That means I'm not that committed because I spend way too much money on
I
computer
don't
equipment.
care.
I would never want to do that.
It can't
I'm with
be
you, Derek.
that good. It can't be that good. No, it can't be.
No, it can't be. So, I mean, the reason why I know they went in 15 minutes, just to fill out the story, is I know when the trucks come in, and this is a very small town, so I don't have to drive real far to get to the store. I mean, our whole town is maybe like a square mile, but we have a lot of stores for how small the town is. We have 6 liquor stores in this tiny town, which is lucky, but not
How big
lucky.
is your town?
Well, shit. How many churches you have?
Telling. It's
Oh,
telling.
we have like 1,000 churches, but
What's the population there, Sean?
so the population of the county, not the town, and it's a pretty good sized county, is 21,000.
Okay.
Yeah, and we have 6 liquor stores in town, and then 2 liquor stores outside of town, so 8 total in the county. But yeah, so this store about 2 minutes outside of town, not even. Anyway, so I get there as the truck is been unloaded. The boxes are still being unloaded. They load up the shelf, getting them in the system. And so I'm just waiting around. I waited for probably an hour because I saw them there, and I walked up and asked the guy how much they were. Because I could see what he was pulling out of the box, and he said $2,500. I just kind of smiled and walked away. And within that time, 3 other guys came in driving giant, very expensive trucks. 2 of them were in giant, very expensive trucks. The other guy was in a Mercedes. And those 3 King Kentuckys disappeared in 15 minutes. Yeah.
They disappeared in 2 liters of Coke. I swear to God.
I mean, possibly. Yeah.
I could respect that, honestly.
I always
That's
joke
a
about
statement,
King of
right?
Kentucky being actually King of Kentucky goes with Diet Coke. It's the Kentucky Owl bourbon that goes with regular Coke. I'm
It
sorry.
doesn't go with anything. Nothing.
Also, if anybody wants it, I can get a Pappy 15 for $1,500. So it's $100 per year.
Believe it or not, that's
That's like a purple top.
Can I
believe
get
it or
4
not,
of them?
that's not a bad price at all. Sadly, these days,
It's not a good price, but it's
You
not a bad.
could- I'm just saying you could make money on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, you could, but that's such crap. Come on. I mean,
that is potentially the best Pappy. So, I've never had the 23. I've had the 20. I've had the 15. I've had the 12. And of those 3, and I've had the old Rip. I think for me, it's 15 first, then old Rip, and then the others I don't really much care about. But I guess 20 is.
There's a blues song where the line is that says you can't lose what you ain't never had.
right.
That's it.
I've never had any Pappy, and I have no desire to go find it and spend that type of cash.
No.
Honestly, Derek, I mean, it's not like gonna like change your life or anything. It's good, but it's not like it's whatever.
Here's the deal: I'm willing to put a patch over one eye and spend $250. Okay, and if my wife is out of town, I'll spend $300.
There you
With
go.
a hand over the eye.
Okay.
But that's about it.
Yeah.
Once you get above that, then yeah, it needs to come with hookers and
What's up, Stone?
and blow.
I got you.
I agree so much. God,
And I'll
Derek,
make it a
you and we're simpatico, brother.
I've had pours of 3 different years at GTS from friends, and I'm like, there's enough bottles I can buy. I don't need to spend $1,200 on this.
Agreed. I'll agree with that. There's a lot of stuff I really like.
A $1,200 bottle should
Exactly. Yeah.
come with a girlfriend. I should get a girlfriend for.
Wait, what are you holding up there, Ethan?
So that's that's actually the Sag Sherry, but any of the Sagamores, right? 60 to $80, and you could buy 18, 20 of them for the price you're talking about,
Yes.
and be in whiskey for a month.
I've yet to be disappointed by a Sagamore bottle.
Okay,
Exactly.
yeah. I'm gonna just
bottle would have to make you feel bad.
now. I'm just gonna throw this out there. I'm probably gonna get a lot of crap for this, but there are ECBPs out there. Granted, maybe not this year. That I enjoy more than a Pappy 15. Just saying.
Sure.
So,
yeah, I'm good with that.
I can relate to that, not because I haven't had Pappy. I said that earlier, but I've had the ECBP, variant versions of it, and I love it.
Just because they made the movie The Heist doesn't mean I gotta buy into the bullshit, and I'm not.
There was a movie.
Yeah, it was about the robber. It was about the people who stole from Pappy and it was the biggest single. We're trying to sell more Pappy right now by making you think that they stole this great shit. And I don't buy it. I don't buy it. No.
This is one of the benefits of not living in the mainstream. Okay, thank you.
That's it.
You're right.
Yep.
So AZ has a question for the group here. What is the consensus on Pure Kentucky? Now, the thing is, AZ, it depends on which one you're talking about, because there's a new version out now that's higher proof, which I have not tried. So I've had the old one, and I thought it was okay. Has anybody had the new version, the higher, what is it, 107? It's a higher proof point. Anybody tried the new bottling?
No.
I mean, I know it's from Willett. I know what it used to be, which was okay. I know at one point it was really good. I mean, way back when, I know that like Bourbon Night, they loved that stuff, like the old bottles. But then it was just mediocre for a while, and now it's a higher proof point, but I haven't bought one, so I'm curious.
I've only had Pure Kentucky once, and it was years ago. I went to go visit my mother, and I went to the corner store, and they just had it, and I thought it was pretty good. It got me through those television shows my mother liked watching on TV.
There you go. Yeah.
Like what?
I didn't say that out loud. I'm sorry.
That sounds like whiskey doing its job right there.
The ridiculousness is starting to come out. I ain't gonna be much longer.
got you through endless episodes of Matlock.
Matlock, yeah,
now you're fucking with my PTSD.
Or maybe in the heat of the night. That's what my grandmother always used to watch.
Heat of the night.
Okay, let's change the subject.
Any of the Law and Orders? How about those?
Yeah, a lot of Law and Order. A lot of Law and Order. Also, Murder She Wrote. Lots of Murder She Wrote.
Let's move on.
So there was a time. So when I had my hernia surgery, I was staying with my grandmother for a reason we won't talk about. And so I got like 2 weeks full of just what grandma watches. And it was some interesting TV. So I feel you, Derek. I understand.
Mm-hmm. So I do not have a bad thing to say about Pure Kentucky. It did its job, and I survived. And
I didn't have whiskey, but I did have OxyContin. So basically the same.
Hey Sean, I got that coming up Tuesday.
There you go.
Next Tuesday, I'm going in.
Yeah, man. Nothing like your body trying to escape your body. That's always good. Yeah. Simpatico, that means brothers in New Mexico for the uncultured Vulgarians here. Thank you, Lou. How we doing, brother? Hey, Lou, I don't know if I'm going to necessarily do a video about this, but like surprises of the year, maybe. This bottle right here. This Whitmeyer's, here, let me solo myself for just half a second.
That's the blend.
Yeah, this is out of Texas.
Yeah.
So Lou,
that's the one we were talking about.
Yeah. Right. Just my memory is terrible.
Mine is too. I get it.
Yeah. But yeah, so Lou just kind of hands this off to me. He's like, yeah, it's just something I picked up in Texas. He's like, it's a local distillery. Didn't really talk it up at all, so I wasn't expecting a whole lot. This thing is great. I love this.
Yeah, we've got a couple of them. It's blended Texas and MGP. It's good stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, it is very good.
I think we have a hazmat Whitmeyer too from
Oh
One of
my!
the hurricanes in Houston. We
Yep.
bought a bottle. It was like a barrel that had flooded.
Wow.
It was like 140 proof.
Yep.
It's up there somewhere.
Yeah, it's up top.
It's up top.
That sounds pretty cool.
Tippity top.
Here we go. Bad Axe Bourbon. What's up, Bobby? How we doing, man? Yo, peeps. Just wanted to say, hey, I'm out and it's loud. Have a great stream. Cheers. Woo. Yes.
Is he at work?
I assume so. Yeah.
Wow.
He usually is on Fridays. I assume that Bobby's doing the good work, saving people and doing important stuff.
Is it Friday?
It is Friday.
Yes, it is Friday.
For a little while longer.
The edibles are working.
I haven't had any edibles, but I have had some smokables now. So
There you go. That's right. Yeah.
Back to the pillows.
Exactly. Stay safe, Bobby. Appreciate you, man. Keep doing the good work, man.
Cheers,
yeah,
Bobby.
And there is Bobby's link. For those of you that have not subbed, which I suppose most of you have, but if you haven't, Bobby's approaching 1,000. So, if you can help him
Nice.
get over that mark, he's at right around 900 right now. He's got maybe just over 100 to go. So, yeah, anybody that hasn't subbed, give Bobby a sub there.
It's going to give away a cool bottle at 1,000 too.
Yes, he is. A very good bottle. That's a bottle I need to get another one of, actually. Another one that will be in my whiskeys of the year. That Corbin Cash rye, man. That Merced rye. Corbin Cash really needs to open up their distribution. I know it's, we talked with David Sosa, and it's the 3-tier system thing, and it's
right. Yeah, and it's really hard to be able. You have to break in one place and then break in somewhere else, and then hope that you get more than one as far as the distributor.
Yeah,
we got Mr. Jinx here. Cheers, all you sexy people and bourbon. Oh, come on.
Oh,
been sexy. Come on. But yeah, to Eric's point, I cannot wait till Corbin Cash is in more states because that is some phenomenal stuff. That rye kills all of the rye. I'm just saying.
A sugar kitty. My mother detests Judge Judy, and I'm the only person in the free world that likes House Hunters.
Judge Judy sucks.
My mom watches the International House Hunters.
Actually,
yeah. Thank God my grandmother wasn't into all the different court shows.
I actually have a question for Derek, but I might save it for my stream if he's going to jump on.
Okay.
Depending on how drunk I get, because I told you before, I'm not going to make an ass out myself anymore. I'm keeping tabs now. I'm keeping tabs.
Anybody capture that?
You ain't made an ass of yourself yet, so you can go over on Bourbons.
Yeah, Derek, so that reminds me, we were talking about this earlier on Ken's stream. So that I always think the same thing. I always have that same goal every time I start streaming. And it reminds me of like the Mike Tyson thing where he said, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that, You always have a plan going in, and then you start drinking whiskey, and then you don't have a damn plan. So,
somebody punched you in the face.
Oh my
Hey,
goodness.
Ben, what time did we sign off the other night? It was like 4:00 my time.
I don't fucking know.
What's your question, Ben?
I don't fucking remember.
around 5 a.m. or so.
I remember Cheech signed off. Yeah, we just stayed in the back room.
I'll tell you what.
I don't know.
For your question, sir, I'll make my way over there to hang out with you.
There we go. Yeah, exactly. Hang on AZ knows. Yeah, that Merced rye. Oh man, that thing is a monster.
So Sean, I want to see you do that Merced rye blind in a flight.
Okay.
Me too.
So I mean, I have
the
privately, but I will do it live.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Because, like, for example, like Hard Truth, one of the recent ones, right? Jason did his best top 20 or top 15 rise of 2022 last night, and Hard Truth did really well. Of course, Sagamore is doing such good stuff, and they're kind of off profile. Yeah, Middle West is often left field on their Pumpernickel rise. There's a lot of really unique ryes out there. The Bardstown Bourbon Company 95.5 Kentucky Rise, a lot of cool stuff out there. So I'm interested.
That
So,
pumper nipple was
I mean,
really good.
so just so you guys know, and I'm sorry I can't get it to everybody, but so the Turks, you guys are getting an ounce, and I, it's because I only have a small bottle. Ben's getting an ounce, so you will get to taste as well. And I don't know if I have another ounce after that. Probably not.
What am I getting an ounce of?
The Corbin Cash 1917 cast strength rye, the Merced.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
So it's this is what I have. This basically has Ben's name on it right there. I haven't put it in a sample yet. Yours is already in a sample bottle. I don't know if there's more than an ounce there. If there is, then one more person.
That's more than an ounce.
Yeah, that's way more than an ounce.
But yeah, that's all I got left. But that will not be the end of it. I'm going to get more. So here's what I appreciate about Corbin Cash is it's totally different than any other rye I've ever had. I've never had a rye like this rye. It's very dark, which I like that. I'm always chasing the dark notes. It's not bright and fruity like an MGP rye. It's like the polar opposite of that. So if that's the profile that you really like, then maybe this won't be for you. But it's like smoked or grilled pineapple with all kinds of other craziness going on.
I will say this to you, Sean. I just don't like ryes. Yeah, I just don't.
What's up, Ben? How we doing, man?
But the four gate Peri Peri, if I'm saying that correctly, actually is the first rye that I've actually finished 2 bottles of. Hate me later. All I'm saying is that particular rye I actually love. I know it's finished, but here's the problem I have with ryes. I just
then
don't
for a
like
third of
that
the price, you need to get some Sagamore port.
Yeah, Sagamore port.
Yes.
I'll see.
Yeah. Derek, honestly, so I've had the 21 and the 22 of the port, and they just keep getting better year after year. Those Sagamore port finishes are monsters of bottles.
That's $70 to $75. I mean, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, they're reasonably priced, and those things are freaking hitters. Yeah.
The only reason I bought the 4 gate, the 4 gate was I was in a shady neighborhood. It is where it is, and I saw it. I was like, "Fuck, that's a 4 gate here," and I was like, "Okay," and I just bought the 2 bottles I saw. So it is what it is. I'm not a big, like I said, I'm just not a rye person. But this Sagamore, which one you said? Sagamore port?
Yeah, so I've had the 21 and the 22. I don't know, maybe both will be available locally. But either way, they're both great. I think the 22 is better. But yeah, both fantastic bottles.
Yeah, I still have the 2019 batch yet, batch 1.
Yeah.
And then also, I haven't had it, but a lot of people are loving the sherry finished as well. If you like sherry finished, then I think you're gonna like it. I don't necessarily care for sherry finished stuff a whole lot. It depends on the bottle. Some I like, some I do not like. There you go. Ben's got it there.
Oh, barley wine, damn.
That's the barley wine, yeah.
How is that one, Ben?
It's good. It's good. It's pretty
good.
I haven't really heard much talk about that one.
Can I get this hairy one?
Oh, we're going Cartman now.
Oh, the Dusty.
The Dusty-tant, yeah.
Sagamore Dusty.
Dance.
So Sagamore also does a cognac.
There's the sherry.
That's the one I've got right now.
It looks really similar to the barley wine. That's why I thought that's what you were holding up, but it's not that.
Yeah, see, I don't know if I can find that locally, at least where I hang out. Because I can find sherry barrels.
Where are you at, Derek?
I live in Chicago.
He's in the Mid-South.
Yeah,
you are not.
Stop, Ben. Stop. Let it go.
He's a Mid-Southerner.
I was drunk. I admit it. Okay.
You can get everything.
If you're in Chicago, if you're anywhere near a Binny's, I would think you'd be able to find them.
He was one super drunk Mid-Southerner.
Oh, jeez. I just looked on Benny's site and I can't find it. And I know I can't go to the Benny's in my neighborhood. I have to go downtown because I'm boycotting the Benny's in my neighborhood. Fuck them people.
Yeah, and AZ makes a good point. That 90 proof Merced rye kills any. I don't care what you're talking about. It doesn't matter what we're talking about. Kills any other 90 proof rye that exists. That's like my favorite 90 proofer. And then the cast strength might be my favorite cast strength right now. But it to each their own. But I like that darker profile, and yeah, it's got it. Also, Lou, I love this suggestion. I don't know how you stumbled upon doing this, but yeah, go down to your local court there and just go.
I can't do that, Lou. I can't do it. I have to tell you, I saw. I was going to work one day, and when I was going to work, before I went to work, I looked out to check the weather, and I saw these two white dudes running down the alley.
Why they gotta be white?
Right across the street, right on the other block.
I mean, they're probably meth heads, so it makes sense.
No, that's not what it was. So they run down the block.
There you go, that pork finish.
And they had a car, and they had a car with them. The next thing I know, when I would go to work, I saw a woman in her bathrobe and her husband on the phone, and I realized what happened. The car was repossessed early that morning. And the white dudes I saw running in the alley were the repossession people. My whole day was fucked up. I don't need to see shit like that. I don't need to see people be evicted. I don't need to see people's car get repossessed. I don't sleep well as it is. Hence the reason I drink as much as I do.
You know what Derek asked them?
So again?
You know what Derek asked them?
No, I didn't ask him shit. I just cried.
He's like, where the white woman at?
You messed up, baby. You messed up.
Hey, so Derek, here's the thing. So we've talked about my past life before. Here's my thought on that kind of a problem. Generally, not always, but generally, a lot of bad decisions happen before they got evicted or before they lost their car. Now, not always. Granted, sometimes you're just on hard times and, life is hard. But I've known a lot of people that have lost their car, and almost all of them were incredibly stupid people that kept making dumb decisions.
Okay. Oh, okay. Let's go there. I'll go there.
I'm just saying. I've known a few of them.
I'll go there with you. Okay. Regardless of our fellow man, stupid or smart. Okay. Do we really want to deprive them of a place to live? And
yes,
deprive them of a place to go work? Sean.
Derek, this is directly for you, as I know you might have a couple abodes that you let people stay in occasionally.
Ben is telling my business.
No, I'm just curious.
We're getting a little personal.
No. The only reason I'm curious about this is, what if you had maybe somebody you didn't like to, pay for that, sir, for that?
Okay, let me translate to the rest of you.
You don't need to translate. I'm just asking.
It's real simple. It's real simple to me.
I am a landlord, and somehow or another, in a drunken stupor, Ben found out.
So you told him because you were drunk. Got it.
Yes, I have a landlord.
Unlikely.
And there are a couple of times I've had to have some hard conversations with people, and I sat down with them, and I explained to them, I'm going to give you the same privilege they give you in the court without me having to pay to go to court.
There you go.
Find somewhere else to go. Okay. And I asked that politely. And of the two people I've had to send packing, both of them found themselves somewhere to go.
Well, then you're lucky.
Because in Cook County, there's some different set of rules. You can go to court as a landlord here, and the judge will look at your tenant who hasn't paid you, mind you. Ask them, how long do you think it will take you to move out of the place? They can say whatever the fuck they want.
Oh, so you live in Russia? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Speaking of Russia, I got to go live, so I'll talk.
Oh, you're right. Okay, Ben, we'll be over there shortly. Thank you
All
for
right,
hanging out.
later.
Okay.
Everybody,
What is
go
it?
hang out with Ben. Continue though, Derek.
No,
We'll-
whenever they tell the judge, I need 6 months to move, the judge will say, you have 6 months. Meanwhile, during that 6 months, guess who doesn't get rent?
I feel like this is not a subject I should get started on live. I'm just gonna I'm gonna just
How can you evict someone and give them 6 free months?
The judge does that. And keep in mind, and that is because the places that I lease are actually here in the city of Chicago. If I live downstate, let's say where Emanecker lives, I could bribe the sheriff with a damn glass of whiskey and get the ass
Hell
out
yeah.
of the street.
Welcome to the South.
You come up here to Wisconsin, they drag you to court, they'll kick you out of your place in a day or two.
Hey, if somebody could drop the link to Bourbon Note, that'd be great. And cheers again to you, Ben. Good to see you, man. I saw that come and go mug. Ben, are you from Iowa or somewhere in the Midwest? No.
I think we got that out here.
Yeah. Ben is Long Island, but either way. Sean Willis, what's up, man? Good to see you. I swear I saw come and go. Oh, no, sir, Derek. Not in Texas, bro. The judge only looks at when they paid, which is
right. And Lou, and I think that's the way it ought to be. But here in Chicago, in Cook County in particular, I said that backwards. Here in Cook County and Chicago in particular, the judges allow not deadbeats. I'm going to clean up.
That was no. You used the right word. Continue.
The people that have fallen upon rough times.
Deadbeats. Go ahead and continue with your story.
They give them wide latitude.
I'll translate for you as you go through the story.
But I will tell you, as someone who actually owns 2, 3, 4 properties. I didn't say that out loud, did I? Because I am already drunk. I can't go to bed. Okay. What I'm getting at is,
fair enough.
Eric, it's only 10 o'clock.
Yeah, but this was a large glass. I'm not Russo, but it was large. What I mean is, the judges here have wide latitude toward the tenants. Tenants in Chicago have so many rights that there are a lot of people that even if they have to go upside down, they'll sell their property before they rent it.
Yeah. So, Derek, it's almost in the stream. Let's go for it. Let's go all in here. All right. So, if you are renting a property, you are providing a service for someone that needs a home.
Uh-huh.
That service is presumably you're expecting to get paid for that service.
Yes.
If the person is not paying for the service, they don't get to enjoy the services you are providing. It's real simple how that works.
Unfortunately, because I live in Chicago.
I know. Russia is where you're looking for.
It's not quite that simple. But what I have done is I have set up a system of good cop, bad cop, and it has worked very well for me. And what I mean by that is,
who's the bad cop? I used to be the bad cop. Who's the bad cop in your system?
I allow my wife to handle day-to-day issues. Okay. When things break, when things, this, that, and the other, we need new fire, smoke detector. My wife handles all of those. Once they get beyond that whole 10-day notice, the 5-day notice, then my wife actually forwards the emails to me, and then I actually reach out to the tenants directly. And it's funny is that I act like a buffoon in front of you guys, but on the phone.
No, Derek, I appreciate that you're a businessman. I mean, we have fun on here, but I know that you have your stuff together.
Yeah. But on the phone and in person, I sit down with them, and I sit down with the tenants because before I put a 5-day notice on them, I sit down with them and I want them to. I let them know exactly all of my options. I go, let me holler at you. Okay, let's sit down and talk about this before I have to get the man involved. And that's exactly the language I use. Before I have to get the man involved. And
So-
most of them respond well to that. Okay. And the one person who didn't respond well to them, after I got the man involved, they came up missing.
Good.
Which
So you killed them?
No.
Good answer since we're live.
No, they ran off. They ran off. And I changed the locks and moved on.
Yeah, John took himself out after that.
I like that.
Okay, I should probably leave now.
Oh my goodness! I will tell you guys, I never said nothing. I never said nothing bad about anybody. And I'm really
curious about this. I know we're cutting into Ben's stream a little bit here, but I'm really curious about this, Derek, because this is the kind of thing that really irritates me in certain parts of our country when people lose their rights. I'm really big on people having the rights that they should have. So let's just say you have a tenant and they can't pay, and they say we can't pay for 2 years, but we have nowhere to go. What do you do?
I would like to hope that there's a judge somewhere that would not allow that.
You would like to hope.
I would like to hope, because remember, and foreclosure,
okay,
foreclosure, and eviction proceedings, the judge allows has a lot of latitude. I would like to hope there is no sitting judge on the fucking bench that would actually say, well, if you need 2 years to move, I'll give you 2 years. Don't get me wrong. I've been in those courts and I've seen judges allow people 3 months to leave. So I've never seen a judge say 2 years. Okay. You would like to hope there's no sitting judge that would allow that.
Derek, I'm just gonna throw a wild idea out there. I imagine that your properties that you own in Chicago, if you translated that same amount of money to another state, you could probably get an equally nice property, if not nicer, and maybe not have to deal with these, insane laws.
These are all condos, by the way. These are all condos.
Okay.
Fortunately for me, they're all in the same condo association.
Oh, that's nice.
Don't even ask how that happened.
That's,
but the point
no.
being, okay, it's from one place. I don't like this. This is small. Let's get a bigger place. I don't like this. Let's get a bigger place. And then I come along.
I recognize that voice, even though you're not saying
and
who
then
it might be.
I come along, and we're into the fourth place. And I was like, fuck these condo rules. Fuck these people. Let's buy a house. So that's where I'm at right now. Meantime, there's 4 places over there that still have my name on them. So, yeah, it happens.
Hey, on the upside, you're a landlord. On the downside, you're a landlord in Chicago.
You goddamn right. You goddamn right.
Thoughts and prayers, Derek. I don't know what to say, man.
I will say this because I want you guys to leave on a negative note. The current set of tenants I have are all up to date.
Good,
so,
good.
I'm not in the rear, and I'm not chasing anyone in court.
I feel like Derek, you may need to depending on how Chicago goes forward with their laws. If we're even calling them that anymore. I feel like you may need to employ a guy like the person I used to be at some point. Just maybe. I don't know. I mean, I'm more spitballing here. Potential,
and I'm going to jump on Ben after this. But
yeah, we should do that. Yeah.
I don't know if I need an enforcer, if you will. I
was trying to not.
My voice alone. Okay.
I got you. I mean, you're a big dude.
I'm 6'2.5", and I am every bit of an out of shape a nose tackle.
I got you. No, so here's the thing, though.
Every bit of it out of shape.
Here's the thing, though, Derek, about hiring a person like the word you used earlier. We're not going to repeat it because we're not trying to get Derek in any kind of trouble. Is it gives you ambiguity, and that's really important. So anyway, we should change subject though. This Willett family estate 9-year
before you cover
girl.
your ass, look at baby. I love you, but I'm gonna ditch and find out what Ben has to embarrass me about.
Yes, do that.
Oh yeah, you should definitely.
Before
Derek,
I go,
I believe that this is the first time you've been on my stream. If not, second.
First up here.
Yeah.
Can you guys introduce yourselves?
Oh
yeah. So we're the Turks.
Yeah.
I've heard about you.
So
you gotta love this. You gotta love this. I think they recommend you to me on Facebook all the fucking time. And every time I was like, I don't know this guy. I don't know him. And I keep getting ignored. And
please add us.
That's hilarious as hell. I love it. And now that I'm looking at you, that looks like the fucking picture. Oh my goodness. That's
probably it's probably their picture, so that would make sense. So Derek, before you go, mods, if you could drop the Turks link one more time. And Derek, if you don't know exactly who they are, they have a channel. So they do.
I know they have a channel because
I've
heard of them. I just never saw them.
Right.
So
fair enough. Well, now you know.
Because believe it or not, behind your back, people talk about you guys all the time, positively, of course. But my point being,
really not about him.
But I've heard this before, and like I said, Facebook insist that I know him.
Well, pleasure meeting you.
Well, thank you very much. And I tell you what, the next time it claims I know you, I'll just say okay, and I'll friend you. And when the scary man friend you, and don't get shy.
Derek, you're not that scary. We all know you're a big teddy bear down.
And I was gonna say we may or may not be up in the Chicago area in February. So
very nice.
By the way, I am more than willing, as some people have found out, willing to hang out.
So we'll definitely be in touch, though.
Oh,
there you go.
Good,
there's the Turks link for anybody.
All right, hold on. Let me go to the other page and get that shit.
Appreciate you, Derek. Yeah, give him the subs.
Yeah,
give him all the subs. Derek, thank you for hanging out with us, man. Appreciate you very much.
Yeah, cheers.
Had a lively conversation as always. And go ahead and hop on over to Ben's. Folks, we're going to close down for the night. Thank you for hanging out tonight. Another great Friday. Last kind of final comments. Patreons, please go to Patreon and vote on the kind of metal music poll. If you don't know, I have another channel going where we talk music. Video will be coming out tomorrow on that channel. Sunday, we have top bourbons of the year coming out for this channel. Yeah, so that's kind of everything going on here in our neck of the woods. So thank you, everybody, again.
I've already subscribed. Bye.
All right. Later, Derek. We'll see you over at Ben's. Appreciate you, man. And we will see everybody next Friday. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.